All right, welcome into the Chase and Big Joe show on this beautiful Tuesday here in America's Music City. We have dangerous heat on the way, so be weather aware, whatever they call that, that's going on. It's hot. Chase McCabe's still off. He's up at the LinkedIn convention up in Evansville, Indiana. He'll be back sometime later this week. Dr. Crane in studio, Mr. Speaker behind the glass with the gavel, ready to hammer down some hot sports topics today. Dr. Crane, how are you, pal?
Doing pretty good. Woke up, around 4:30-ish. Thought
Why?
about it. Just had to do some things. But yeah, doing pretty good.
4:30.
Yes, 4:30.
Okay. All right. Like when you wake up at 4:30, you check the alarm and like, damn it, or like, all right, I'm up. Let's go.
I look at the phone, I see the time, I walk in the kitchen, make the coffee, and go about my day.
So you get up at 4:30.
I do. I physically have to get myself off of my bed.
Okay. And then you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What time do you normally set your alarm?
I mean, if I want to sleep in, it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock. But no, normally set it around 4:30.
4:30.
Yep.
A little coffee, walk around, admire the grass, and like, whoa, gonna be a good day.
Oh no, when I'm not in my house or if I'm at my grandmother's house, I'll walk like down her kitchen into the living room, look out the door or look out the window, that is, then go back and grab the coffee because by the time it's done.
Look at you. Yep, got the day. I bet he's the kind of guy, Mr. Speaker, that Dr. Crane is. Then when he mows his yard, he stands on the front porch and looks out like, it's a damn good job.
You should be proud of your work.
Taking the pride, man.
Look at how straight those lines are.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're weed eating, you're like, oh man, it's
a crisp line.
This is top
crisp
level.
I could just see you with that backwards hat you got on right now and a toothpick on one of those riding lawnmowers.
Yeah, I do use a toothpick. I don't like using little picker things, whatever they call them. I don't know.
Pickers.
Oh, is that what they're called?
I have no idea.
I have no clue.
Just don't leave them everywhere like a former producer used to.
Nasty.
Gross.
But no, doing pretty good. How are you?
Okay, man. Welcome in. This is my daily rant on things.
Uh-oh.
And this is an evergreen rant. We got to stop, you people, and I love most of y'all. Got to stop driving slow in the fast lane. We got to stop that. I mean, it's a topic we've beaten to death over the years, but the left lane is the passing lane. Just get to the right and don't worry about it. And it just drives me crazy, and it shouldn't. I'm trying to exercise patience in my life, which I need because I don't want to have a stroke because I think I'm stroke level. Mm-hmm. I don't need that. But I need you to get over.
How's the blood pressure? A little high?
Blood pressure's great.
Yeah.
A1C though is higher than Snoop Dogg. And that's my problem. Everything else is good, but I'm dealing with that right now. So we're fine.
Okay. When you do your blood pressure, you don't cross your legs, right?
Pardon you?
You don't cross your legs when you do your blood pressure.
What the hell does that mean?
It doesn't. It gives an ineffective number. It's not good.
When you cross your legs?
Do not cross your legs when you when you do your blood pressure. When you're trying to
Is this an urban legend or is this something for real?
It's for real, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't cross your legs.
My cousin told me this.
Okay.
She's a PA. She's a PA. So yeah.
Well, production assistant?
Physician's assistant.
Oh,
it's a physician's associate now, actually.
Okay.
They make a lot of money. They do.
Yep. With half the schooling.
That's why she's taking care
Yeah.
of me.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. All right. Well done with that. What else is going on with you?
Nothing.
You're having World Cup withdrawals, aren't
you? Sort of. I mean, there's nothing on in the middle of the day, so you just gotta watch the SEC media days and just somehow have it, be suffice enough. But
yeah, okay, I get it. Who's National SC play tomorrow night?
They play CF Montreal, so that'll be a fun one. I feel like
what's the CF stand for? Something stupid Canadian
club football.
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
that's all it stands for. It's funny you look at MLS. A lot of these teams like Real Salt Lake. It's just Salt Lake. Like Real is from Real Madrid, from overseas.
Well, I get they're trying to be cute with all that.
Yeah.
So is Montreal any good?
Now, Nashville has a pretty, I'd say, favorable schedule, minus their injuries they have right now. But they have CF Montreal, Orlando, I think Washington at some point. So their next 3 games are favorable. It's like near the bottom half of the schedule or bottom half of the standings for them. And
okay, well, good.
Then they go into the League's Cup tournament. So there's another tournament.
Hold on, pause. What are we doing? Another tournament mid-season?
Yep, another mid-season.
What are we doing here? Why?
It usually takes place during June, July, but because of the World Cup, they had to postpone it, and now it's in August.
But nobody
come on.
I don't want to be that guy, so nobody cares about that. But isn't the goal to win the MLS?
Yes, and I think this year Nashville, it's going to be more focused on MLS than Leagues Cup.
So why are we doing league? Why? I say we like I can run
There's
10 feet without
qualification process. If
right?
you win games, you then qualify for tournaments you can play in.
Okay.
And so they are in this tournament.
Can you just pass and like we want to concentrate on the MLS?
I mean, you can. They did that with the U.S. Open Cup.
Let me ask you.
The tournament that they won last year,
Uh-huh.
they said, yeah, we're not going to defend the title. So they moved on.
Let me tell you something real quick. All right.
Okay,
What's this
tell me
in-season tournament?
It's called the Leagues Cup.
We're not throwing a ticker tape parade if they win the Leagues Cup. All right.
Okay.
We're throwing a ticker tape parade if they win the MLS Cup.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Sure.
I go to the MLS ticker tape parade and I race hell and I have a good time.
Yeah.
The Champions Cup,
The Leagues Cup.
I'm not going to that parade.
Yeah.
Great. Now, if they win, that's fine. All right. But I think we need.
In my own personal opinion, I think the Leagues Cup was just a money grab initially back in 2023.
Okay.
That's when Messi signed with Inter Miami. So they basically, I wouldn't say rigged a tournament for him to win it all, but it favored his abilities to win that tournament.
You're not saying they rigged the tournament, but you're not saying they didn't rig the tournament there.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I'm just saying it just was a favorable tournament for him.
All right. Okay. But
is there a crime in that? No.
There's not. No.
It just shows that there's a competitive advantage.
Okay. All right. Well, I can see that. That's fine.
Was that politically correct for you?
It was kind of a sissy way out, but that's okay.
It's a little left leaning, Frazier.
Here we go. Many strokes over here.
It's okay though, man. You're trying to do the best you can.
Yeah, man.
By the way, yesterday my computer got hacked again.
Yeah, so give us a little update on that. Are we having to buy a new computer or what's
So
the deal
we're not
here?
doing that, but my computer gets hacked. I go to this website for celebrity birthdays, and some reason my screen starts flashing red.
Sure.
And it says, "Hi, you've been compromised," which I've heard before in Vegas, but that's
golly. We're just starting the show.
I'm kidding. So it starts flashing, and then I just get out of it as quickly as possible. And so I got to do it again right now. It's crazy.
Do you want me to help you? Like in the break, like I'll clean the search history.
No, you're not looking there.
Well, I'm not going to look there. I'm just going to, it's like someone changing in a changing room. You close your eyes and say, here's your clothes. You can take these.
You just close your eyes.
Just where's the delete button?
Are you able to get to the text line?
Yes.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a lot better because last year you couldn't, and now I can't. So now we're all good.
Didn't you just buy this computer recently?
Yeah, but I'm getting hacked. So it doesn't matter if you got a computer yesterday or a year before. I mean, somebody's trying to hack into your stuff. And look, here's the deal. You hack in, you do all this work, you found out I got $8 in my checking account. The joke's on you, right?
All this
the
effort.
joke is on you because I don't have any money.
Basically, they're just spending their electric bill on you.
Yeah, right?
Good
luck doing that. Good luck. My blog got hacked one time, right?
No.
From Bangladesh because you could search and see who's doing it.
Sure.
And so I engaged in conversation with the guy. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, what do you want? And I go, why are you trying to get into my account? He's like, who is this? I'm like, the guy you're trying to get to his account. So I've got no money. You're wasting your time. And then he was gone. It was the weirdest thing.
Huh.
Bangladesh. I can't even pick that out on a map.
Neither can I.
Do you know where it is?
It's
somewhere over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Somewhere over there. I'm sure they have pretty good food.
I don't know about that, man.
Maybe.
I don't know. They don't have Nico's Pizza over there.
They don't. August the 6th, baby.
All right. So today we have Tim Hasselbeck at 1 o'clock.
Indeed.
With camp starting, be good to talk to him. What's going on? What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
2 o'clock, what we got going on?
We got AEW wrestler Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, his tag team companions, joining in studio. So this should be fun.
The Gates of Agony?
That's what it said on the email.
Connor, do you know these? Or Mr. Speaker, do you know these guys?
I know Ricochet. He used to be in WWE. I don't know the other ones.
Okay.
I don't really watch AEW.
So you will partake in this interview then?
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't mind. Because Mr. Wrestler happens to be at a LinkedIn convention in Evansville, Indiana. Is not here to help us today.
What happened to Fantasy Rock and Roll Camp?
That might be in September.
Well, originally it was during the summer, but he missed the summer application process.
Oh,
we talked about this.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's on him.
I know.
So we'll get into with Tim. We'll get into SEC Media Days. Vanderbilt's going today. Tennessee went yesterday. A little rant that you brought up to me that I did not know, which is I'm going to throw it up there now. The fact that Tennessee's not played Georgia or Florida this year.
Yeah. The first time in 36 years for one of them and 34 for the other.
So they didn't play Georgia in 90 or Florida. And they played Florida in 90. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I got a question for Mr. Speaker and yourself.
Okay.
on 3 interesting SEC football games, but you can only go to one of them.
Oh,
You got to pick one of these 3, and I'm going to tell you which one it is. And my answer, I'm guaranteed to be different than your answer, which is good to do all that. So we'll figure that out. All right, we'll get all that. All right, our question of the day. You ready for this?
let's do it.
Our question of the day, 615-737-1025. This has become a staple of our show. We love all the interaction. You guys and gals are fantastic. All right, here's our question of the day. What's one food that you eat that's absolutely reprehensive to other people? What's one food that you eat that people around you're like, I can't believe you're eating that? What's the one food you do? I'm going to tell you right now, right? I like pizza with French dressing. Not ranch, French dressing. And my default is Thousand Island dressing. I love to smother pizza in French dressing. Yesterday, you had no idea what French dressing was.
Well, I had to look at the picture and it made more sense. It's the red type sauce. Yeah.
It's French dressing.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost used nowhere. When I dip pizza into that, people lose their mind over that. What is yours?
It's similar. I mean, it's one of the food groups that is involved with pizza, but it is called Romano cheese from Locatelli. Basically, the brand is Locatelli, but that cheese has been in my family for over 50, 60 years since I was a little kid, and it smells like throw up. It smells like vomit. So whenever I was in grade school, I would eat pasta or whatever it was, and then go to heat it up, it would smell bad. It smelled like throw up. And it actually happened to my cousin. She was in school one day and they said, hey, janitor, we need somebody over here. And I go, no, you don't need anybody. It's just the cheese. It smells that bad, but it's so good. It has a rich, salty flavor that adds, it just complements, like if you have a more of a, I'd say a creamier cheese on the pizza, it adds that little bite at the end.
Okay. And so people are repulsed by this?
Yes. If it's by itself on just plain pasta with like maybe some black pepper, it is an atrocious smell.
All right, Mr. Speaker, what do you have?
You take Totino's pizza rolls, dip them in ketchup.
Oh.
That I'm reprehensible. Is that a word? I'm reprehensible by that.
Taken back.
I take it back.
It
Really?
embraces the sauces. It's an overload.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Pizza rolls and the ketchup.
Yep.
Okay.
Cold ketchup, room temperature? Like, is there any other?
Straight from the fridge.
Wow, so cold. Okay. All right.
You asked the question. I gave you an answer.
It's fine. That's fine. I have no issues with it at all. I'm just asking.
All right. That's our question of the day. Is that what one food that you eat that people around you are like, I cannot believe you're eating that. We're off and running. 615-737-1025. The Chase and Big Joe Show, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, right on 1025 The Game.
you been? I knew that it was you before you came walking in.
All right. Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here, 102.5 The Game. Who is this?
Cody Johnson.
Cody Johnson.
New
Not
album.
familiar with this music. Pretty good?
Fantastic.
All right.
So welcome home.
There you go. You're a big Cody Johnson fan, aren't you?
Yeah, I saw him last year at the Bridgestone Arena.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really good.
Tell me about our SEC media coverage.
Yeah, watching
Media
right now on the
days.
TV. But yeah, 102.5 The Game will have all the updates each day during the SEC Media Days. Coverage is brought to you by Shaneco, TriStar, Water, Power, and Air, and the Music City kickoff game featuring Ole Miss taking on Louisville September 6th at Nissan Stadium. Get your tickets today at NashvilleSports.com. Hand-set engagement rings, carefully crafted to last a lifetime. Every piece of craft that does last a lifetime.
You read that
Check
like
it.
the Olsen twins on Full House.
You're
Proud of
welcome.
you,
Thank you.
with that.
You got it, dude.
Yeah, cut it out, right?
We'll get to our football question in a moment, but we got responses about
Oh.
one food that you eat that people find reprehensible.
Loaded.
What we got?
Loaded. First one is Brian on the text line says kimchi. You ever had kimchi, Joe?
I have not had kimchi. What is kimchi?
Kimchi is a type, it looks like a dumpling. It's a traditional Korean side dish consisting of salted and fermented vegetables, most often napa, cabbage, or Korean radish.
Got me out with cabbage. I hit the road on
Okay.
that. What else we got?
It is also with spring onions, garlic, ginger, and I can't pronounce that word, so we're not going to go say that. So continuing on the
All right.
text line, 2463 says peanut butter and fried egg on toast.
I'd eat that. That
What?
sounds pretty good.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'll get into some of that.
Those are three things I all like, but I don't know if they go together. Whatever. Jeremy in Clarksville says it's either liver and onions or sauerkraut. Thanks to my grandparents.
I don't mind sauerkraut.
I
I
got it.
don't on hot dogs. I don't mind at all.
It's pretty good.
Like with a hot dog, I'll destroy a hot dog. Relish, sauerkraut, mustard, ketchup, just because I don't have to eat the hot.
Right.
I'm not tasting the hot dog.
because that's reflux. I get all that. But liver and onion?
Is that what?
Yeah, he says
sauerkraut. Oh, I'm
No,
not doing liver and onion.
He's saying it's either liver and onion or sauerkraut.
I'm not eating liver and onion.
All right. Troy, not Tony in Murfreesboro, but Troy in Murfreesboro. Watermelon and mustard.
Now that I would slap that out of your hand. That is that is worse than
What?
French dressing and pizza.
Watermelon,
Troy, come on, man.
watermelon and mustard. Look, I get mustard's a binder for meat, but not for watermelon. There's no binder needed for watermelon.
Right. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the word binder
Why not?
because I'm just not.
You don't like the word binder?
In the dietary world, the word binder does not sit well with me. What else we got?
Okay, let's see. 8709 says green peas, mayo, sugar, cheese, and red onion.
He made that up.
That's just like putting it in the bowl and just mixing it all together.
That's what you use for fake vomit.
Mm.
What is it? Read it again.
Green peas,
All right.
mayo, sugar, cheese, and red onion.
Who texted that in?
That would be 8709. First off,
God bless you, 8709.
they say cheese. What type of cheese? We talking pepper jack, American, Swiss, provolone?
Good point.
Come on. There's a different flavor profile in each one of those cheeses. We
Okay.
all know that.
Right.
Is it red onion sauteed, red onion raw? Come on, there has to be a little preparation here. Mayo, cold, hot, sugar. Is it brown sugar? Is it regular sugar? I mean, you got to tell me. Come on.
Okay.
Green peas, are they mashed or are they in the full piece? Or also, are they sauteed as well? We all got to know.
You are in your zone right
I was
now.
gonna say, you good? You need to take a
Look
walk
at-
or something?
Look
Sorry.
at this guy.
Just
Mr. Speaker about brought the gavel down. Was like, moving on.
3555 says, I prefer blue cheese over ranch with buffalo wings. That's the correct
That's
way.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's normal.
I'm not reprehensible upset by that. All right.
Okay, now this one.
Okay.
This one I have had, and I think it's pretty good. 0323 says sashimi, which is just like thinly sliced pieces of raw fish and soy sauce.
Isn't that what Nelly sings about? Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa puff. Na, 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 na.
Close.
Down, 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 down,
Radio,
down,
boom,
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 baby.
boom.
Yeah, ready to go.
Sashimi?
Yeah, sushimi. Yeah,
Sushimi.
yeah. It's pronounced sushimi. That's what I know of, but it's spelled sashimi.
All right. So what is it again?
It's thinly sliced raw fish with soy sauce.
All right. I'll eat.
It's like a sushi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll eat tuna. Raw
Yeah,
tuna. I think raw tuna is good.
it's pretty good.
All right.
Dustin in Hopkinsville says, I love a good cheeseburger with pepper onion. So
That's fine.
says my kids hate it, but I bought a small bucket and it just is really good. So
And a side of celebrity birthdays with that.
there you go.
That gets him going. He loves that.
Some of the best. Let's see here. 8466 says, I like peanut butter, pickles, and onion on a sandwich.
That is that I would slap that out of your hand.
I could understand peanut butter and pickles,
Yeah.
but peanut butter, pickles, and onion. No.
Onions just don't. Grilled onions, we have a conversation beforehand with grilled onions. We talked. Regular onions, pass.
Like, I understand onions are the base of every single dish that people make, but if they're like sliced right out of the fridge, I just can't do that smell of onion. It just smells like BO. Am I right or wrong?
You might be in that neighborhood, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, they're delicious. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but come on, man.
All right, we'll save some of those. So here's the question I want to ask you two guys.
Mhm.
You can pick one of 3 SEC football games to go to this fall. Which one would you go to? LSU at Ole Miss, Alabama at Vandy, Texas at Tennessee. You can only pick one of those to go to. LSU at Ole Miss, Alabama at Vandy, Texas at Tennessee. Dr. Crane, which game you going to?
LSU.
Why?
I mean, you look at the other 2 games, you have Texas, Tennessee. That's probably one of the more hyped up games minus the LSU game. But there's something about how Ole Miss and LSU, obviously Lane Kiffin, he's just played that true heel villain role and he's embraced it. And I think that's something that a lot of college football fans are excited to see this upcoming season. The other storyline of this is with Tennessee and Texas A&M. You have
Texas.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Texas. Brains elsewhere. But Arch Manning.
Nope, you can only pick one.
That's
I don't need your
LSU and Ole Miss. That's the one I'm going.
All right, Mr. Speaker.
Same answer, just because I think the storylines there are incredible. I think that environment will be incredible. But for me personally, I resonate a lot with Ole Miss. My grandfather played there, competed for a national championship there. So I'm obviously blue through and through with Kentucky, but Ole Miss I connect with a lot. I grew up going to a lot of those games. So to be in that environment, which I think will be the loudest environment of the season, I think would be pretty special.
Oh, all right. I like it. I got to go to Knoxville. I got to go see Texas come in. And here's why. Your beloved player, his nephew's coming into that state. First time ever for Texas. He's already on record. He's going to go for his family, which is fine. We'd all go for our family. Michael Corleone will be proud of him, right? Got to go for the family.
You're right.
But something about seeing a Manning on the opposite sideline in Knoxville, Tennessee fans splintered. What are they going to do? I just can't wait for that football game. Now it's the 26th, I think Tennessee Ole Miss is, and the 19th is Ole Miss. And Vanderbilt, Alabama is later on. I wouldn't mind seeing that game because if Vandy beats Alabama, that really puts them on another tier.
Right.
Because it's Alabama. I know it's not Nick Saban, Alabama. I get all that because they did that 2 years ago or 3 years ago. When was that? No, they didn't beat Saban. They beat DeBoer.
That was
in
DeBoer.
24.
Right.
DeBoer's
first year, right? Yeah.
That's right. So, I mean, to me, that game, and Ole Miss and LSU, I mean, the storyline is great and everything, but seeing Texas roll into Neyland Stadium for me, as somebody who grew up in this state and never thought we'd see Texas roll in there, I just, to me, that's the game.
Is that the first time they've played at Knoxville and as an SEC school?
Yeah, I think it's the first time ever.
Wow.
I don't recall Texas ever being. Maybe in 1938 or something.
Right.
Not that I remember or anything, but the fact that seeing them roll into Neyland Stadium that day is going to be something else.
And also, too, you have that other storyline. It's like more of the childhood storyline. Who's the real UT? Like, I think that'll be fun.
That's the question. Adam Sparks, our good friend, works for Knoxville News Sentinel, says that's the question all the writers and reporters are asking Tennessee and Texas. And like the Tennessee guys are like avoiding the question. Smart.
Yeah.
Just don't answer the questions. I don't
Find
know.
out September 26th.
There we go. Yeah. But I mean, Ole Miss LSU is so intriguing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I just can't stand Lane Kiffin. And I think Ole Miss is going to wash the field with them.
If Ole Miss goes in there and just takes them to the cleaners, LSU and Lane Kiffin will never hear the end of it.
No.
They won't.
No, right. And so let me ask you this. We do all these Instagram reels all the time. And I see these things about guys who their girlfriend breaks up with them, right? And what do they tell the guys to do? What's the first thing? Do you know this? What they tell guys to do?
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym. That's exactly right. Ole Miss has gone to the gym for the last 9 months. And when that ball kicks off on September 19th, they're going to show that they've been to the gym.
Okay.
You're a good man, Mr. Speaker, back there.
Been there.
Big man. Yeah, and he knows what he's talking about. So Ole Miss has gone to the gym.
Right.
They got broken up with him. They got left behind, man. And I just think that's going to be a rut. And now, again, you don't know till you play the game, and LSU come in there, they could win everything. But, I mean, that's extra motivation on top of motivation for Ole Miss.
Yeah. I mean, you think of it this way. If we're talking about the boyfriend in this situation, break up with Ole Miss, but yet the new boyfriend, which is LSU, is still paying the I guess significant other in this case,
paying your gym membership,
and that's all they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what I was kind of going to get to, but thank you.
To do that, they're doing that for them. I just think, I mean, you can't go wrong any three of the games. You can't go wrong because at Vanderbilt, Alabama's got the storyline. If Vanderbilt wins, it's like, all right, another tier for them. Knocked off Alabama.
What does that say about Vanderbilt? When, like, if let's say Jared Curtis is the quarterback and they go and beat Alabama, like, what does that say about the program?
Well, I think the fact that I included this in a question like this, which I never would have done 2 years ago, says something about what Clark Lee's done at Vanderbilt. So it's what he's done with putting them. Now everybody's like, well, now you got to do it without Pavia. All right, what if he does do it with Pavia?
So for Vanderbilt, is it almost? It's not like going back to step one and just trying to get 7 wins on the schedule or 6 wins on the schedule. Say they go 7-5. Is it more of they have to get a staple win on their schedule, like in Alabama or who else in it? Let's say Tennessee, maybe
Auburn
with Jared Curtis. Just get one staple win in the SEC.
I think
is that where they restart at?
No, I think you had to go 7-5, get to a bowl.
Okay,
and you got to win one of those games.
That's what I'm saying. They have to win one of those big games, marquee games.
I mean, Vandy fans, let us beat Tennessee again. That would make if Vandy goes 1-11, beats Tennessee, knocks Tennessee out of something big bowl game. Vandy fans are happy. Clark Lee's not. But I think that's the thing is that Vanderbilt's got to win these couple of games. I mean, and look, there could be better. We'll see what happens. This is when Clark now a lot of eyeballs on it. 24, there weren't a lot of eyeballs on you. Now there are. Remember when they beat Virginia Tech that opening game in 24 in overtime? It's like, okay, Tech's a pretty good football team. We thought opening game, and then they had that crushing loss to Georgia State.
Yeah. That was at the old Atlanta Braves team, wasn't
That's right.
Yeah.
A crushing loss. And so they need to get 1 or 2 games and move on that way.
That's what I said. The first part of their schedule, it's Delaware, it's Austin Peay, Delaware, and then NC State. You have to win those 3 games.
Then Auburn, yeah, right. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Our little rant about Tennessee not playing Georgia, Florida this year. I got a big problem with this. And nobody cares what I've got to say, but I care what I have to say.
Let's hear it.
And we'll continue our question there. What's one food that you eat that just absolutely is reprehensible to other people? The responses are fantastic. Let us know. 615-737-1025. The Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show, Rider 102.5. The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. And Clark Lee's at the podium. Mr. Speaker, can we take part of this?
Give me a moment.
Okay. All right. Clark Lee speaking at SEC Media Days. Last year, he spoke for like 18 minutes straight without taking a question.
Yeah, and the big to-do last year was the word filibuster. It was what the coaches had their little inside competitions of who could go longer.
Yeah, you know what I watched last night when I was home, like doing some research on this?
Yeah.
Eli Drinkowitz of Missouri.
Oh, boy.
Can't stand him.
Neither can I.
Can't stand him. I'm like, I don't know the guy. I can't stand him.
The way he fumbled the quarterback position, you have Bo Prabula and ends up, not working out for you. And I did see the running back got cleared after the whole shooting offseason thing that happened. He's recovered from that, but I just don't see any positive vibes from that.
Here's why I didn't like him.
Program.
His secretary was retiring today. They're making a big announcement.
Sure.
So he said it last night. I wanted to beat her to the punch. I'm like, if there's any punching here, I'd like to do that. Right? So I'm like, why do you steal the thunder from a lady who's been there like 50 years at Missouri?
Yeah.
Like, are you that big of a jackass? I guess you are, that you're going to steal her thunder, her excitement from her.
That's like Chad Brinker. It's like Chad Brinker saying, "Hey, how you doing?" when Jim White's retiring. It's not right. I'm just saying.
Like a day before.
Yeah.
All right, here's Clark Lee at the podium at SEC Media Days.
What's possible at Vanderbilt. We must be willing to risk what we are for what we could become. And now it's Team 6's turn. Every season has its own form. Every team writes its own story. Naturally, people want to compare this team to last year's team. And while there are similarities, there are also important differences. Different players, different coaches, different leaders, different personalities, different strengths, different challenges. Despite these differences, this group has inherited something that previous teams did not. A Vanderbilt football program that expects to win. With that inheritance comes standard over excuses, responsibility over entitlement, commitment over convenience. That inheritance gives us a foundation, but our story still must be earned because this team has yet to win a game. That's the gift of every season. A new beginning, a blank canvas. Every team has to forge its own identity. Every locker room develops its own chemistry. Every season asks a different set of questions. Every team has to write its own story. And stories are written from the inside out. That's why in every step, we must tend to the internal with great discipline and focus. This message is as important today as it was 5 years ago. We cannot allow our program to be defined by the past or by anyone on the outside, not by last season, not by preseason rankings, not by media expectations, not by praise, not by criticism. We'll be defined by who we are, by what we choose to do and not to do every day. When we step onto the practice field, when we gather in the meeting room, when we walk our campus, when we serve our community, when no one's watching. Because wholehearted devotion to the discipline of Sunday through Friday becomes the privilege of performance everyone sees on Saturday. Inevitably, people will spend the next several weeks predicting what this team will become. That's just a part of college football. The truth is, none of us know the story yet. But I do know this. Over the next 6 months, we will write it in our choices. And if we choose to stay committed to who we are, if we act with courage, if we remain faithful to one another and disciplined in our process, we will write a story worthy of Team 6. Because the true value of this story is not in how it's remembered. It's in who we become along the way. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. That was Clark Lee giving a what was that? And it's a speech, but that's kind of like
basically his introductory speech to
No,
the
I get
press
that,
conference,
Goofy.
dude. Come
but,
on, man.
But what kind of speech is that? Is that like a
words of encouragement?
foundational speech? Is that the
I would say it's
mission statement?
You could say a mission statement.
Okay.
I mean, that's a pretty long mission statement, but yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it'd be a mission statement in some degree.
But I think he's got some cachet now, which he didn't have. He didn't have it. He had a little bit last year. They're like, well, can you do it again? And look, the rally against Texas down there is pretty badass.
Yep.
Pavia overspoke versus Alabama, right? And there was a lot of
to him.
Yep. But he ran all over. He still might be running the streets of Knoxville right now. He ran all over Tennessee.
I do like what Clark Lee mentioned there about don't let our past define our future. And I thought that was really, really telling because it is a new chapter with Jared Curtis. But, the old chapter is 7-5. You're okay with it. No, you can go 7-5, but with Jared Curtis.
Yeah, that's good. Can you look up and how many transfers Vandy got this year?
Yes, I had that up
because
recently.
The whole thing now is the motivational from season to season, I think, is gone,
right?
Except for the coaching staff. Because you get, when you got 63 new players who come in, they don't remember that Alabama beat you in Tuscaloosa last year. They don't remember that you almost beat Texas. And yeah, you could look at the YouTube video. You weren't there. You don't know. You don't remember what happened. So you got to figure out it's now season, and then you leave it behind it. So I think that's what Clark's like. 25 and 24, done. We're not talking about that anymore. We got to talk about 26.
17 total transfers, 9 on offense, 8 on defense, and you have a total of 6 true freshmen, and 4 of them are on offense, 1's on defense. Everyone else is a reoccurring player on this roster.
So how many starters do they return from 25?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting some of these as like the player 2 for wide receivers. So yeah, so probably about 10.
So 10 of 22 they return. They return half the roster.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
For the most part.
Did they so they went out, are the other 12 transfers?
Well, I mean, if you include like the backup quarterbacks and stuff, yeah, I mean, those are all returners as well.
Those aren't starters.
You just want starters. Yeah. So yeah. The rest of them, let's see. The starters for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are starters that were transfers. So
that's what they're bringing in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, some of those I listed off were returners, but also second string.
Well, I mean, I
didn't
know
rotational starters.
Okay. All right. That's probably too much getting to on the radio.
Yeah. Sorry. But defensively, they have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starters that are transfers, and the rest of them are returners.
So 6 returners on defense.
Total for starters?
Yeah. You start 11.
No, these are transfers I was telling about. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 transfers. 5 starting transfers.
All right. So 6 returning defensive players.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
How many returning offensive linemen does Vanderbilt have?
Let's see.
Because he built a hell of an offensive line the last 2 years that whipped ass.
Just their offensive guard, starting offensive guard, Cade McConnell.
Oh, so they got to replace 4 of the 5 up front.
They have a senior transfer center, freshman transfer guard.
All right.
And let's see. Tackle is a transfer junior. So, yeah, there you go.
So he's doing the Kurt Signetti.
Seems like it.
Go pluck decent linemen from other schools and bring them in. That's brilliant. That's what he did.
The beauty I like about this offense is you still have a 1-2 punch in the backfield. You have MK Young and Cedric Alexander.
Returners.
Yeah. Running backs.
Yeah. Look, as an offensive lineman, you got to hold that block just for about a second and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Hope your running backs hit that hole and they're gone. So that's good. That's good. So the offensive line approach, I love the fact that now we talk a lot of offensive line because with the Titans here, the offensive line was so bad that you're like, okay, that line the Titans had in 19 offensive line. I mean, they were mauling dudes.
That was what Roger Saffold,
Ben Jones,
Nate Davis.
Lawam was playing good. Who was the right guard? Who was the guy?
No, right guard, I think, was
Saffold.
Yeah. And then you had Nate Davis, but then on the right tackle was Conklin and then
Jack Conklin.
Yeah.
So that was that was a great offensive line. And people don't want to talk about offensive line because it's not sexy, it's not fun. We'll ask Tim Hasselbeck about that coming up at 1:00, but it's, like in the Skoronski thing, it's like, wow, but look, man, If he's a solid piece at right guard, put him there with any team, your offensive line. So good that Vanderbilt's able to kind of rebuild that.
Yeah, and they got the transfer wide receiver Ja'Cory Thomas from Old Dominion. I think that'll be a good one. I mean, overall, 700
From the band?
No.
From the school.
Yeah.
I'll say.
I said transfer wide receiver, not transfer bass guitarist.
Oh, my bad on that
Come
one,
on,
pal.
Joseph. Ears.
I know, right? I was like, don't get a guy in a band to come in there. What's he going to do?
I left my hearing aids at home too. Yeah.
Did you go to Vandy home game last year at all?
No, I did not.
My brother's got season tickets.
I wasn't invited. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Make it by yourself.
We went to the LSU game, and it was I'd never experienced Vanderbilt Stadium like that in my life. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I'm telling you, I've been to 1,000 Vandy football games in my life. Nothing came close to the LSU game last year.
Wow.
The atmosphere, everything. Of course, that's, they won the game that day, but it was just, there's something.
Seeing all the LSU fans walk out before the game was even over.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Upset.
I remember you posted that on Twitter.
I put a reel up, right?
You did.
Because Vandy played Colin Baton Rouge.
Yep, they did. At the end of the game.
Yeah.
They just trolled them the whole way out.
I was like, this is not your grandpa. Even this is not my Vandy team from the 80s. Would have never done that.
Yeah, you posted it. This is not my grandpa's Vanderbilt
team. And
yeah.
LSU fans were livid. They got like 100,000 views. I'm like, oh, well, win the game.
Yeah.
I heard you talk the other day about we're on a lot of football tangents today about Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, what about him?
About planting the flag.
What about him?
I love it.
Dude, to be fair,
love it.
Grew up an Oklahoma Sooner fan. You go transfer there as a walk-on. Bob Stoops does not even know who the heck you are.
Right.
You're on top of the world. You're the starting quarterback for your favorite team as a kid.
Yeah.
Nobody can touch you. Nobody. So if you're planting the flag and maybe grabbing a few things you shouldn't be grabbing on the sideline, again, not going to condone it.
Right.
But in that flow state, you're thinking, man, I'm on top of the world. Nobody can touch me.
That's right.
So
I got no. Look, you don't want me to plant the flag. What do? You don't
be better.
You beat me.
Yeah.
Right. If I beat Dr. Crane's football team, I am planting 5 flags at midfield. You don't like that? Then you come and you try to beat me and be done with it. And it's over with. All right. We got much. I don't know what we're doing today, but we're talking football, baby.
We have somebody on the phone line, and that is a Donut Man.
Oh,
you want to get to him here or on the other
Let's
side?
bring him on now. Why not? Hell, we got nothing better to do. Is it Clay?
It is Clay.
Clay, how are you, pal? Clay?
Mr. Donut Man?
You better be in the drive-thru at Krispy Kreme. Clay, are you talking about Mario Moore again?
Clay, don't say anything if you're okay. He's all right. He'll call back.
Clay, don't say anything if you like the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Jonas Brother fan, right?
He loves them. He'll call back.
Okay, good. All right, we'll go to break, Mr. Speaker. Sorry about that. Back with more after this. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here, 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. SEC Media Days happening down in Tampa, Florida. Clark Lee on the stage right now. It's just Vanderbilt projected to win 6.2 games this season. 6.2.
Can you
Just say
explain
6.
how do you get to 2.2?
I don't know, man.
It's an over-under thing. It's for
Oh.
betting purposes.
Well, still, normally it's a half for that type of stuff.
should be a half, yeah.
Yeah.
6.2. What are we doing, a math equation?
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Season opener, 6 o'clock, September 5th versus Austin P on the SEC Network for them. So that's happening down there. But, I mean,
It says, according to ESPN Analytics, aren't they doing layoffs right now?
we're not getting into that.
Okay, I'm just curious.
They are. There's a lot of people got laid off today. A lot.
Wow. Sorry. Hopefully it'll be okay. But I'm just, ESPN Analytics saying 6.2.
I don't know what's going on there, man.
I don't know. The math ain't math, and that's all I'm trying to say.
Well, that's there was a bunch of layoffs at ESPN today.
Yeah.
Ryan Clark was let go, Tom Pelissero,
Cam Newton,
Carl
Carl Ravitch.
Ravitch. That was a shocker
It was.
that he got laid off.
It's not funny, but it's sort of funny.
When Carl Ravitch did the Vanderbilt Baseball World Series game in 19, there was a disdain in his voice for Vanderbilt that I got because he hated the Vanderbilt Whistler, which drove him batty. And I'm like, the fact that I knew it drove Carl Ravitch batty, I'm like, doubled down on the whistling.
So, to a baseball tangent here, real quick. Does that open up the opportunity for Joe Buck to get behind the mic?
I will refrain from Carl Ravitch commentary at this time.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I don't like seeing anybody. I don't care if you're worth
50%?
$100 million. I don't like seeing anybody lose their job.
Yeah, same.
I
here.
don't care.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I'm not
I-
advocating for it. I was just.
No, I know that.
Just stating
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
But I don't know enough of the ins and outs to know what's going on with all that's happening. But anyway, he still did like media days. Like it's the same. I mean, I would love to be there, right? Obviously, and
Sure.
I think next year it's going to move around, hopefully somewhere closer to Nashville, and to go. But it's so controlled now. Like nobody's going to say anything controversial. Nobody is.
It's here next year. It's in Nashville,
Is it?
I mentioned it on the news last night.
Okay, good.
which
All
is
right.
great for media. Fans, you're not going to be able to get in. So
Right.
And back to your comment yesterday, it's at a central location in the SEC.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not driving to Tampa. I want to go downtown. I mean, hopefully it's at the Omni. I would love it to be at the
I would
Omni.
love for that to happen.
That'd be great. So I don't know. But anyway, there's nothing that's controversial anymore that comes out of there. And it's just
That's why the whole breakaway league thing has just been taken off like wildfire.
breakaway league. What an absolute joke. Greg Sankey spearheads that. He should be absolutely fired.
Well, if the SEC does their own breakaway league, then you know who's going to follow. It's the Big Ten. I mean, come on now.
Big Ten's not following the SEC.
To do their own league.
They'll do their own league.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
SEC breaks away. Big Ten breaks away. They basically create this NFL junior.
Okay.
what
They
they're
do
gonna
that. But yeah, they'll have to. Because I'm not watching these teams play each other over and over and over again. And then in the playoffs over and over and over again. I'm just not, I know it's kind of like that now, but I just think they need to they got to figure this out somehow, some way. Greed is overtaken so much, it drives me insane.
Well, it was yesterday, the day before, Bill O'Brien was on some radio show. I heard a clip on Twitter. And he was saying the NIL was basically made for guys like Doug Flutie, Bo Jackson, the marquee players for that team, not for everybody. Oh, this kind of sounds weird because he did kind of back up capitalism, but at the same time he goes, it was like not for everybody. He was basically saying that, but not necessarily. It was really weird, but I get what he was trying to say. It's for the marquee players for those teams to bring in more revenue there, not for everybody to be the marquee name and to bring in more revenue for themselves, which causes an uproar financially.
I think it is more if a guy, I think, this is tough. So if Jared Curtis has a great year and man pays him $3 million, what's going to stop Kentucky from paying him $7 million
Right.
to go to Kentucky?
And that's what he was talking about.
Nothing.
Exactly.
So I always say, don't get attached to the player, get attached to the school, because these guys are gone. They don't care about you.
How rare it is to find somebody that is truly loyal to one university. I mean, it's like, maybe finding a six-toed cat in Key West.
Yeah, but you can find that.
Not anywhere else.
Cats have toes.
Well,
Yeah, better to claw you with.
yeah. 6 of them.
Yeah. 6 chances to claw your eyes out. That's all that matters.
9 lives. Watch
They
out.
do that. No, I just don't think. I think with the NIL is become. I'm going to go get you. If you're beating me, I'm going to go get you. And then there's just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of where it's headed.
I'm not advocating for this, but I'm just waiting for the storyline to come out. Booster robs a bank to sign 5-star recruit out of Joe Schmo high school in California for them to go play at USC or something like that. That'd be pretty funny.
You're advocating bank robberies.
I just said I'm not advocating for it.
But you just did.
No, I did not. I just explained what I'm not advocating for.
We got to get you out of Belle Meade.
Dude,
You're
again,
Belle Meade lifestyle
not Belle
over there.
Meade. I don't know where you're getting at this, but I'm not Belle Meade.
I need the more Nippers Corner.
Chase
Nick
is more
Frazier.
Belle Meade than I am. I'm
That's
Nippers
true.
Corner, man. I'm Bojangles all day, every day.
I'm Belle Meade till I die, baby.
Give me the Bowberry biscuit, man. I
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere without the Bowberry
Yeah,
biscuit.
but see, you're the kind of guy who would just drive down Belle Meade Boulevard with your shirt off, top down.
In my old car, give
being
me a
cool.
break.
Right.
You're the kind of guy to get a McDonald's sausage biscuit and say it's a locality.
Look,
Uh-huh.
a little offense to them. That's all right.
It's okay. It's okay. We know we're talking
Nashville
about there.
special.
I mean, it is, to be fair. That was a Saturday morning breakfast before baseball. All right.
Was it really?
It was.
Did you get stomach pain?
No. Dude, I was so hungry. Like,
Sausage biscuit?
look, we play baseball tournaments every single weekend. You get used to it. There were little butterflies at the first AB, but after that, you're all good.
I'm sorry your youth was taken away from you by doing travel baseball every weekend.
I didn't say my youth was taken away from me. I loved my youth.
You're you're a little defensive.
Excuse me?
Don't take offense. We say this out of love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
taking any offense.
Sorry,
I'm-
travel baseball ruined you
It didn't.
like it does a lot of other kids.
It didn't.
Don't get me started.
Look at me. Do I look like I've been abused? No.
You didn't,
Well, you went to Father Ryan's.
That's right.
Whoa, easy now. Easy.
You
Now
didn't-
we're taking shots.
you didn't get to enjoy your summers because you're doing travel baseball.
And football. What's the problem with that?
Football didn't start till like August.
No, during the summer when you get to high school, it started like in the spring. You had the off-season workouts.
No,
and you go
your
through the
summer workouts.
Yeah.
You're doing travel baseball.
Not in high school. I stopped playing baseball my freshman year of high school, and I stuck.
You still did travel. So 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, you did travel baseball.
Yeah.
You lost your summers.
No, I didn't. I had a
At
good
some
time.
stupid tournament in Decatur, Alabama, where you came in 9th and you still got a ring. How stupid is that?
You know what?
You can make
Right.
fun of me next hour. It's okay.
No, it's okay. I don't mind it. Like,
Right?
I
Is that where you
love-
went? Hey, we're going up to Cookville this weekend. We got a travel ball tournament. Oh, we came in 5th. Well, funny you didn't post that on Facebook.
I don't post stuff on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook.
I'm not saying you. This is in general
Oh,
to
I
travel
know.
travel
Oh, I
ball
know.
families.
I know.
It drives me crazy.
I have a funny Johnny Hobbs story if you want to hear.
Oh, got me a ring. Well, there are only 4 teams in our tournament up in Bowling Green, but we won.
We had a tournament we were so bad at, like we didn't know that we could lead off. This is like the first like travel ball tournament.
Right.
Landon's on my team as well, and Johnny Hobbs knew that we're just gonna get run ruled because all the other teams just stealing on us.
Right?
Kid pitch. So we're probably 3rd game in. We've been run ruled all 3 games.
Good
the last
Lord.
game of the season, Johnny Hobbs gets in his little lawn chair, sticks his feet up against the fence, has a newspaper. Tell me when it's over, and we just we
Did y'all
got
win that one?
no, we lost like 12-0. It was a good learning lesson, but we didn't know
What
to
did you
steal.
learn getting run ruled in travel ball in 7th grade?
It humbled you. We're not the best team in the world.
Would you rather be at National Shores chasing girls?
I don't think any girls at National Shores.
There are. Trust me.
Have you
There
been
are.
there recently?
But 7th grade, Nick Frazier.
Nah, National Shores.
Sorry that they ruined your summers.
Dude, nobody ruined my summer. I thought it was great. I enjoyed being on the dime and then being in a wave pool that probably has a lot of urine in it because that's what pools are.
Huh? What?
What is he saying?
I'm just saying,
Lord.
people go into pools and use the restroom. They don't go to the restroom. I'm sure there's a text
That's
line.
what chlorine is for.
Yeah, but
You guys are giving us some great promo material. Keep
I'm
it
just-
up.
He is he not? Right?
you know what? Can we go to break? I don't
No, we're not. You got to explain yourself, pal. So I'm going to go to the wave country just to pee in the pool.
Basically, there are people there that just do that.
Yeah, when they're 19 months old.
You'd be surprised. There's some people.
Oh, do you? Are
No,
you saying, well, evidently
no.
you've got some kind of backing on this.
I have some sources that have
Sources
done
that tell you that people pee in pools?
Yes.
That's some good sources right there.
it. Yeah, I don't want
That's some really good sources you got.
Well,
Is it Clay that is telling you that's going on? here with
no,
this?
he probably pees in a pool.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Our man Tim Hasselbeck. We'll get into some really good football stuff with Tim coming up next year. This is the Chasing Big Joe show right on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the second hour of the Chase and Big Joe Show. Rider 102.5, the game brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Chase McCabe off today. He's at the LinkedIn Cloud Storage Convention in Evansville, Indiana. Dr. Crennan studio, Mr. Speaker behind the glass. And one of the best times of the week right now as we bring in our good friend, the head football coach at Innsworth, Mr. Tim Hasselbeck. Coach, how are we today?
Well, I'm doing great. Wow, you're back from vacation, Joe?
I am.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I was in over at the Cannes Film Festival. I do that every year,
I
and
bet
then
you were.
yeah.
I bet you were. And then Chase is on another vacation, huh?
Well, he's
work in the summer at all? What's the deal?
He's big into LinkedIn cloud storage and architecture. He's a leading voice for that. So they fly him all over the world. Hey, we're third week in high school football. Is this the week you put on the pads, or is it another week?
You can start to heat acclimate this week. So the Tennessee weather is complying and nice and hot. So that part is checked off. A couple of days in helmets, and then soon enough you can put some shoulder pads on. So yeah, it's about that time. You can you must just be able to smell it from where you are.
Well, I love it. It's funny because I think we always harken back to when we play. It's like 3 days of helmets, and then the fourth day it's like full pads go. It's 104 degrees. Nobody cared if you got injured.
Yeah, I mean that's and you're old enough that like you were soft if you took water breaks. Times have changed.
Yes.
Okay? Plenty of water breaks now. We're also working smarter, not just harder.
Is there a heat index limit where if it hits 105, you've got to bring them off the field?
Yeah, I mean, we're very in tune with the wet bulb measurement of things,
right?
In terms of the temperature, and it takes a lot of things into consideration from heat, humidity, things of that nature. And so, the good news for us is we're usually pretty early in the morning or, as the sun's going down to avoid any conflicts with that.
I love that. Tim, yesterday we had Dr. Crennan and I were talking about pocket passers in college football, how there's not many pocket passers in college football. Everybody's a dual threat. At some point, Tim, does the NFL have to start looking at that dual threat quarterback coming out of college instead of a pure pocket passer? Because there's not a lot of pocket passers anymore.
Well, I mean, I think the NFL has. I mean, you just look at, and I think they have for a while, Michael Vick wasn't a pure passer. He was the number 1 overall pick. Cam Newton would have been the same thing. And I think you just, run down the list, and there's certainly guys that are playing now that, have that dual threat element. There's some that are, that I would argue are pocket passers, but have the ability as runners. I think Kyler Murray, kind of fit that mold. I don't look at him as a design runner, but a guy that's been a good passer, was at the collegiate level, and then, just had an added element to his game. So I think that exists. I think it has existed. I think the NFL has had, attention on it. And really, we go back a couple of weeks, there was that, kind of top 10, ranking on quarterbacks. Really, if you look at that list, there's probably 5 guys that you would look at as like true dual threat guys. And there's probably another 5 that you would look at as, pocket passer type players. And I think very few that, you would say are passers, but maybe, don't really give you a ton in terms of like second reaction plays as a runner. Jared Goff was on that list at 9. But then there, other players, Drake May and others. I think, you look at him, you'd say, okay, like I still think of him as a pocket passer, but he does have an element to his game. So I think it's been evaluated and appreciated in the NFL, maybe more than most people would realize.
ESPN NFL analyst Tim Hasselbeck's online with this. Tim, when it comes to quarterbacks and sticking with that notion of the Netflix show that came out, obviously Cam Ward was one of the featured quarterbacks in the NFL. When you see the, I guess, off the field, behind the scenes with a young quarterback like that, and I mentioned last week with Chase, I referred to Cam Ward as a old soul quarterback because he has that new generation mindset, but still has the old school style mechanics in some regards. How do you feel as a quarterback that's been in the league and has seen the off the field conversations? What did you feel about seeing that from Cam Ward in that little docuseries?
Yeah. I mean, I think some of my takeaway from him is he's obviously confident and relaxed. And I think that those are good traits to have. I think it's important when that's your personality and your style to make sure that you also are presenting that you're serious and that you care, which I think there were some elements of that as well. And look, and we've seen it in kind of every season of this stuff. Not every quarterback is exactly the same in terms of their approach, their leadership style, how they prepare, how they take care of their bodies, all of those things. Not everything is exactly the same in terms of that. So there are different ways to do it. I haven't seen anything from that on him that I think like, oh, that's a red flag or a warning sign. I certainly haven't felt anything like that. And I think that it's definitely some good entertainment. The thing I would say is, I feel like this is like I don't know what the rating was on it before, but like the language in this season, like we don't even get, we're like Kirk Cousins, we got like a little reprieve from the language. Like this season, like we're getting it from everybody. Like it's no longer family entertainment.
It is definitely more like pay-per-view entertainment in some regards, because you're right. The language is so just out of the ordinary, to be fair. I didn't really think about it that way, but and kind of adding on to that real quick, Tim, when it comes to just Cam Ward as a whole for this team, I personally, I've enjoyed seeing the off the field, I guess, training that he's done in Miami. And I even spoke to you about this last week. It's a refreshing thing to see. Also with Brian Daboll coming into the situation, and it's not Cam Ward being asked by Brian Callahan last season, hey, what do you want to run here? It's more of, hey, Brian Daboll is the guy in charge.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times that's how things go when there's a new staff, you're trying to create new culture. And so I think that it happens often that, kind of new sheriff in town, this is how we're going to do it. And I do think that that's the right way to do it. And let's be fair, like that's, there's scheme change and stuff, but like there needs to be a culture change in terms of the team and the organization. And, you need clear, direct leadership when that happens.
Talking to Tim Hasselbeck on the Jason Big Joe Show. Tim, all this uproar over grass fields that the World Cup had and these football stadiums, do you have a preference? I mean, I know old school football guys, they like the grass and everything like that, but could this be a problem for the NFL going forward if more players start coming out complaining about we need grass fields? It's easy to do for the World Cup. Why can't the NFL do this?
Yeah, well, let's just first be very clear. And I know you know this because you've been here. Ensworth is grass by choice. Okay, we're on the same page there. Like Ensworth is grass.
Love
by
it.
choice. We practice on grass, we play on grass, and I think, I think our players enjoy it. I know our coaches enjoy standing on it rather than standing on the field turf. So, do I think there's a difference? Yeah, I think there's a huge difference. Do I think the players have a legitimate, gripe? Yeah, I do. When you do it for an outside organization, but not the group of guys that are playing 8 games or more, actually probably, yeah, definitely more, every year, never mind what you're practicing on. So I do think it's a big deal. Do I think the players are going to, or the owners are going to have an issue with it? Like ultimately not really, because I don't think the players are going to strike over it.
Right.
But yeah, I do. I think it matters. I do. Do I think it's a bad look for the owners? I do. And so I do understand, the concern that you're hearing from the players about it.
I was just curious to get your take because you played on both, you coach on both, and you know exactly what it feels like with that.
Yeah, man, I played on like what the old AstroTurf. BC was that, like back in college, like Temple, which played at the Vet, was like that was the old AstroTurf. So played on that, played on field turf, and then played on grass. And ultimately, like it is different. It's safer on grass. It feels better on your body on grass. It just does. And so, look, a lot of these organizations run a lot of events in their stadium, out, during the football season or throughout the year. And when you put stages, in the field to have a concert, or you're doing a bunch of, Savannah Bananas or whoever you got there, ultimately, like, maintaining the grass is difficult. So that's just part of the equation.
Oh, I'm all aboard about that. Listen, the Titans rookies come in Thursday. The vets like 4 or 5 days later. I love the fact Robert Saul is doing this, Tim, because I think you give the rookies. I know they had rookie mini camp. I know they'd camp with the veterans. I get all that, but now it begins, and I like the fact they've got 3 or 4 days where the vets aren't there with them, right? They're kind of acclimating themselves. Do you like that, or do you like everybody showing up at one time and just going?
I can't say I have a strong preference. I think where it's really good is you bring the young guys in, you get them up to speed as much as possible so they don't hold you back. I think that ultimately is why, you do something like this. You let them get in there, they get set up, you handle any issues that you have with them. You have extra meeting time, maybe some walkthrough time, things like that. And then by doing that, they should be all set in terms of being able to go. And look, when you're installing new things, I do think it's fair to think that the veteran players will learn it quicker than the younger guys. And so I think it's a good idea.
I love it. All right, we'll ball with Tim Hasselbeck coming up next. Take a quick break right here. This is the Chasing Big Joe Show. 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel.
Back here on the Chasing Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game. Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier, alongside Big Joe Dubin, Connor Newt behind the glass, joined by the one and only Tim Hasselbeck as we continue our conversation. Tim, when it comes to, as Joe was mentioning about the fields, yes, the upkeep, it takes a lot out of it. I'd say roughly $1 million per se. Well, wouldn't that have to go through some form of like a vote and also through like possibly CBA negotiations, right?
I mean, if they're going to do it for everybody, yes. You also look to get all 32 owners to agree on that when each stadium is not going to be owned and operated exactly the same. It just it ends up being a challenge. Part of I'm sure the forecast when you have a stadium is what you do with it, on the 8 days that your football team is not playing in it, right? And so, to think that you're going to get everybody to agree on it, that would be really tough. So I think in some ways this is the players saying that they have an issue with it, probably getting some sympathy from fans. But ultimately, I don't know that anything would ever change. I think it just ends up being bad PR for ownership.
And Tim, I don't know if anybody's asked you about this or not since we've had you on last, but obviously recent news of Tennessee Titans ex-running back Chris Johnson is going to be inducted into the Titans Ring of Honor. Obviously, your brother played with him. Just your thoughts on the whole situation being inducted.
Yeah, I think, and I saw some things about the timing and stuff like that. I think that stuff can always be difficult when, a star player, retires, has been out of the game, and there just might be other just organizational changes that have the organization's leadership's attention. So that could be coaching staff changes, general manager changes, new stadium, naming rights, success of the organization, all those different things. And so, I do think sometimes it can be easy to say, hey, so-and-so should have been inducted into this team's Ring of Honor, before this other player, or when this happens. And so, I would say I would have some mercy on the organization in terms of, the timing of it, when it's done and all that stuff, and would say that Chris was an amazing player. And I think probably, even more importantly, a great teammate to the guys that he played with in Tennessee. And so, I think it's deserved, and it's, exciting that his family will hopefully get to, experience, his induction. And then obviously, as it relates to his health, it's heartbreaking to see, and at the same time, encouraging to see the way that he's trying to use the platform to raise awareness and inspire people in the league and attached to the league to raise awareness as well.
Amen to that, Tim. Tim Hasselbeck is on the Chasing Big Joe show. Tim, I want to get your thoughts about this Robert Saleh limiting Jeffrey Simmons snaps. And let me, before I ask you, I'm going to tell you, I love it because one of my favorite football teams of all time was the 1987 Miami Hurricanes college football team. They were loaded with talent. They rotated defensive linemen out all the time. That was Dave Wanstatt. That was Butch Davis was a D-line coach. And those guys were fresh the entire year. I like this. Jeff Simmons does not have to be on the field for every single play. When you say limiting his snaps, it's like, well, he's not doing the best. I think it's a good thing. It refreshes him. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, it was like you doing homework as a kid. There was diminishing return, right? You're doing it for too long. Right? So, yeah. Like I would say this, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Especially for the guys that play inside, especially for guys that have already, have a number of years under their belt playing in the league. And so I think if you can do it, it's the better way to do it. Where it becomes difficult is when, the drop off when he is not on the field is so significant that it hurts your football team and you're not winning games. Then it sounds better in theory than it actually looks on the field. So I think that's the balance. That's probably why they've invested heavily into guys, on the front that they feel like can play, meaningful snaps at a starter level. But I think if you can do that, then yeah, one of your biggest investments in terms of a player, in terms of his contract, you have a chance to get the most out of him, not just for this season, but also, for his future.
No, I agree. And look, this. I mean, September's hot as hell here in Nashville, and at the stadium and the field and all that. But you're right, marathon, not a sprint. So I need Jeffrey Simmons in week 12. If this team is sitting there at 7-5, to be there and be healthy and go. He's the motor of that team. I just don't see him wear him out so soon. But if you're limiting snaps, that's fine. And there's not a huge drop off, I think it's a great thing for Robert Saleh. And I think Simmons will come to understand this is like, look, this is for the better good of you and for the football team. And once they get on the same page, I think this will be a non-issue anymore.
It's also a message to the other guys, right? It's a message to the other guys that, look, this is what we're doing with him. So there's opportunity behind him. Don't sit there and think like, hey, I'm not gonna have an impact because I'm playing behind this star player. It's more like, hey, listen, you're going to have a shot here because, we're not just going to, run the tires, off of our star player.
What, as an offensive guru, which you are, I'm going to tell you're an offensive guru.
Wow.
Do you like facing a 4-3 or 3-4? Because they flipped to a 4-3 now. The Titans have.
Yeah, I think what's difficult is when you're facing them both all the time. Meaning, one snap you get this, the next snap you get that. And so that to me is a challenge. I think when you know the front that you're going to get, then that's a lot easier. But when a defense is jumping in and out of things, because what it does is it just changes your rules in the run game. It changes your rules in terms of pass protection. And so there's just so many different, and then there's some runs that just quite frankly aren't as good versus, an odd front or an even front. So I think because of all of that, teams jumping in and out of it, that's difficult. When you know what you're going to get, that obviously makes it a lot easier to call plays.
I always like the 3-4. I like the center being covered. I like the nose guard to wear the center down the entire game. I've always liked that. But again, you're giving up a couple of gaps here and there because that nose guard's worried about just whipping the center's butt. But I've always liked that because it just wears the center down, and he's not used to that. At least that's why I like a 3-4.
Yeah, listen, it's a good thought. And look, you're the closest to the ball, and you start to disrupt that. I'll take it a step further with so many teams that just live in shotgun, teams that live in shotgun and, a center gets worn out and he now all of a sudden is inaccurate with snaps. And, not to say that you have fumbles or anything like that, but it just disrupts the timing so significantly in terms of, quick game, run game, quarterback's eyes down the field because he's, adjusting to the football. That is a thing. That's a very real thing to consider, if you're strictly a shotgun, offense, if you have a center that's getting worn out, all that stuff.
ESPN NFL analyst Tim Hasselbeck's along with this. Tim, obviously, I might be reading too much into this, but obviously Aaron Rodgers kind of reunited with his mom and dad, I guess, over the weekend. This is his final season. Obviously, there's probably a lot of symbolism with him. He does his little ayahuasca thing and, darkness retreats, whatever. But is there something to this, kind of maybe meeting with his family over the weekend and for this being the last ride in Pittsburgh and being with Mike McCarthy again?
Yeah, not knowing all the details of it. I mean, there's no doubt that, guys like him who've enjoyed the success that he's enjoyed. There are, some guys turn a certain direction. Like look, Brandon Ayuk is, seemingly, one way. And then, with Aaron and his situation, you just hope that guys have, obviously success on the field, but a healthy life off of it. And I mean, that's the case with a lot of guys in every era of football and all of that stuff. So, I don't know the details of that, but, I think that, wishing guys success and health in terms of their relationships, in terms of their physical and mental well-being, while they're playing and after they're playing is, it's a good thing for the league.
Yeah, obviously, near the end of your career in the NFL, you've always been on these airways before saying just keep playing until they stop calling. How much of an impact was that for you when your family was kind of being more the front subject of your life rather than football?
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, it's really why I stopped. Probably had another year to at least try to play. And but as you get older, and if you have a family and you have kids and other responsibilities, your perspective can change. And so, that definitely happens. And I think that, when you look at, that's one of the things I always look at, like some of these quarterbacks that have played into their 40s. It's like, hey, show them how old are their kids and what are they doing? Because there does come a point, depending on when you start having a family, that you start to miss out on things. It's, like in this season of the quarterback stuff, Joe Flacco's boys are out there playing Pop Warner football. He's not going to get to see, a snap of it. And so that's a real sacrifice for some people that would want to have the ability to be able to enjoy that as a family. So, that's something I always think is, for most guys becomes a legitimate consideration. And I don't think Aaron or any of these guys are immune to it.
And just to add on to that, if you don't mind me going a little deeper to it, like going to be the head coach at Innsworth and you having the opportunity to spend, quality time with family, your brother and for a brief time with your father as well. Like I'm sure that was just a wholesome moment, not only for you, but for the rest of your family.
No, absolutely it is. Get a chance to experience it together. And, one of the, great things about this is, I guess, going into my third year, coaching at Ennsworth and, being able to, to experience it and be around the, the guys and the families and the kids that I've been able to be around in that experience. Like, look, part of what we want to do, we want to win a lot of games and we want to have a lot of fun and all that stuff. Like, we want guys that, look, when they're old and bald like me, to look back and be like, that was 4 of the best years of my life, to be able to do that and be a part of that. And so hopefully that's been the case for some of the kids.
Now, how do you balance this with your son? He's at Wyoming, and I know you want to see him play, so I got to think there's some early morning flights.
Or just some sacrifice and thankful that we live in an era where every game is televised.
That's true.
So look, that's what I'm talking about. There's sacrifice to it, and that's just part of it. That's just that's the way it goes. I mean, look, my brother, we've been helping out, coaching, which means his son's been in college football. Like, he's Friday night in the booth rather than traveling to a game, and everybody, doesn't matter what you do, you look at somebody like grass may always be greener, but there's plenty of sacrifice in any line of work.
Oh, absolutely. There is with that going on like that. Now, with your son gone, you coached in the last couple of years, I got to think you're the positive mindset of me, the fact that you're not coaching anymore, but you were blessed that you got to coach him. I kind of figured that's how you think this.
100%. Yeah. It was an awesome opportunity. Enjoyed it. He made it easy on me for sure. And so that was great. It probably went better than I thought that it would go, if I'm just being real with it. So super, super thankful for that.
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, that's, it's funny, I know you raised a strong boy right there, but, the homesickness and, when I went off 3.5 hours down the road, I was fine. But there were guys within an hour of school who got homesick. And that is such a real thing. And you'll talk to any college coach, that is beyond the girlfriend. It's the homesickness, which takes a player away, right?
Yeah, sure. No, I remember my roommate my freshman year of college was from Pennsylvania. He was away from home in Boston. And all he listened to was Get Carried Away. I think Get Carried Away by George Strait.
Yeah.
And he just would cry every night. And I was like, bro, this song isn't going to help you feel any better. It's like, we gotta move on here. Something's got to change.
Did he stay?
He stayed. I'm not sure if he's still with us. I don't know if he married her, but that was. Listen, I lived about a half hour away. He was making me homesick.
I get that. Oh, man. Tim, it's always a pleasure, man. We appreciate you every Tuesday, man. Thank you for everything, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good. See you, fellas.
All right, Tim Hasselbeck. I'm telling you, man, hours I could talk to him about football and just the psychological part of that. Psychology. Yeah, there we go.
Good job, Joe.
It's a big Boston College word. I can't even talk. I'm so.
You learn through osmosis. I know you're getting all giddy. It's Tim Hasselbeck.
It's Tim Hasselbeck.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah.
All
right, we'll take a break. Come back with more. This is Chase and Big Joe Show right here, 102.5 The Game. Oh, I hate to interrupt the song. There we go. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show. Brought in by the greatest rock and roll frontman in rock and roll history, David Lee Roth. If you want to argue, you'll lose the argument. Then don't give me the David Lee Roth that was at the Ryman 2 months ago. Still a great show. They told stories, right? I'm behind Dr. Crane's parents. I'm in front of Dr. Crane's parents. We had a nice night there, and he told stories. But David Lee Roth is the greatest frontman ever in rock and roll. Ever. Robert Plant right next to him.
I heard he made it very clear the songs that he did write. That
Oh, he did. There were no Yankee Rose or anything like that. It was all Van Halen songs. It was kind of cool, though, with all that. SEC Media Days, a big story today is that Kirby Smart's, a Georgia running back, Dante Dowdell, was in an ATV accident, is being treated for serious injuries.
Oh, no.
Former Wildcat.
Is he?
Played at Kentucky last year.
See, again, I need this flow chart to keep up with the thousands of players who move in and out. Hell of a running back. I mean, he behind this Georgia line can be really, really good. I don't know why you're riding an ATV. I just don't understand why you're doing this.
Stupid. It's a college kid decision.
Yeah, so now that's kind of the big story. Then Alex Golich, Auburn coach, says we want to turn Auburn to national prominence. Got a long way to go, man. It's sad to see Auburn football as bad as it's been in the last 10 years. They won the national title in 10 with Cam Newton.
And Gene
should have won it in 13, but Malzahn took his foot off the pedal and allowed Dumbo Jimbo to win the national championship at Florida. Auburn had that one. And then I get the Nick Saban effect. I get all that, and it's been bad, but I mean, you like to see Auburn return to that level because it's good for football.
Yeah, and especially with that fan base, like we talked about earlier this week. Yesterday on Monday, that is one of the hardest places to play in all of college athletics.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a long climb up there with the schedule they got now and everything that's happening. But he's a good coach. I hope he implements that wide open go offense because I don't know. Again, when Heupel stopped, when it slowed down a little bit, that offense in Knoxville, to me, it gave me a time to catch it. If I'm a defensive player, deep breath. All right, I got the slot guy here. Instead of them lining up, I'm looking at Dr. Crane like, who do you got? I got that guy, and then they snap the ball and you're going. So I mean, I think Heupel needs to get back to that. And if Golich is kind of a disciple of Heupel, run that offense. Just go.
Well, let me just give you a little context. They have one starter from Auburn's team last year.
Fine.
Returning.
That's
all
okay.
Of them are transfers on Auburn's offense. Look, it's all in orange.
I trust you. Good Lord. So 10 of the 11 are transfers.
Yeah.
That's college football now. So what happened last year is, again, irrelevant to what you're trying to do now. Nobody knows who you lost to last year.
Kurt Cignetti has basically flipped a switch on everybody and said, look, we can go to the portal and get these 3-4 stars and turn them into 5 stars. Now everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Everybody's following suit.
Well, and I hate this. Look, we love high school football. I love high school football. But if you're and I'm not speaking for the official coach of the Chase and Big Joe show, but if you're a college coach and I need a center, all right, am I getting the high school center from high school X, or am I going to look at a center at MTSU? And I'm talking, if I'm a Power 4 school, I can see how he's acclimated to the college level on and off the field. I don't have to worry about I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
It's just a feeder system. It's the farm system for baseball, but in football form for college.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. I mean, Georgia Tech needed a big lineman. They took Keon Rutledge from MTSU.
Yep.
I don't fault the guy. But when he goes and on his bio, it better say MTSU on the bio because that's where he started and was discovered.
And I mean, then you go back to the money aspect of it all, like you were talking about with the quarterback. If they would go to, say, Jared Curtis would transfer or be bought out by Kentucky, say Vandy's offered him $3 million, they offer him $7 million. Same thing for an offensive lineman that's at a smaller school getting paid $200K. Hey man, we got you $3 million right here, starting left guard. Sure, sign me up. good quality player like you're talking about, there's less of a transition there.
So here's my thing: if I'm a high school athlete and I need to get to that level, then I'm going to go to an MTSU or an Austin P or a Tennessee Tech. I'm going to play my tail off, and I'm going to show Dr. Crane at West Virginia University that I look at my tape. Look at my tape and what I could do. Oh, you did this on college level? Yeah. How you doing in the classroom? Good. You lifting, you matured. I mean, but I hate it for high school. I hate it for them.
And it's unfortunate because like the NIL aspect of it all is now leaking into high school sports as well. All this money that's being, if Nike's offering them a exclusive deal, then they're going to go.
What is with this Nike? Because they offered the kid at, there's a local kid high school here that got a huge Nike contract.
Mm-hmm.
What school is he at? This is driving me crazy.
I know what you're talking about because I saw that on, I think, the news, or I read about it.
What school is this? They just had oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh, good for this kid. And I'm not going to say the school because I don't know the school.
Right. Let's see.
He's a junior DB somewhere around here.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Junior defensive back, Jermaine Cobbins.
From where?
Do you want to live the high school?
Yeah.
Springfield High School.
Springfield. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And good for him. Good for the kid. Good for the kid.
He became Nike's youngest football signee.
Right?
That's
Springfield High School. I love it. I love
16, 17 years old, and you're getting, I'm not saying $100,000, but probably in that ballpark.
Who knows?
You never know.
So let me ask you this. You're smart on the uniform things.
Sure.
What if Springfield wears Under Armour and he's sponsored by Nike?
They have to put the tape on it. I know that for a fact. I mean, my high school coaches, when they played college ball, if they liked the Nike shoe, they had to spat their feet. They had to spat the shoe.
But can't the school step in and say, you need to be uniform with us?
Yeah, but you could just cover the uniform or the arm sleeve or whatever.
I wouldn't allow it. We're a team. We're not an individual. There's no I. Listen, here's what I tell people.
All right.
There's no I in team, but there is in Dubin.
Make it by yourself, Joseph. I'm joking.
Frazier.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. We're tandem.
Right. There's no I in team, but there is in Frazier.
No, but
sorry, Mr. Speaker. That's okay.
You look at how, you make a great point. If there is a Nike cleat and you're for example, when I was at Father Ryan, we were a Russell oriented jersey, which was not the best.
Cheap. Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
Exactly. They were cheap. Then our shoes were Adidas. So if you had a wide foot, you're in the right ballpark.
Right.
But all the position players, like a wide receiver, tight end, quarterback, running back, they all wore Nike. So what they do, they spat up the cleats to cover the logo.
Explain spat, because I've got different.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, spatting the cleat is basically you're wrapping it around the middle part of the foot and the heel, and then you wrap it around your ankle. So you're basically creating an ankle brace for yourself.
Okay.
But it goes over the cleat so you can't see the logo.
But if I'm head coach at whatever high school and we are an Under Armour school, you're wearing Under Armour.
Yeah, the jersey, yeah.
You're wearing everything. You're wearing Under Armour.
Mm-hmm.
There's not an individual on my team.
Right.
And that's where people are like, well, you got to adapt to today's game. No, I don't.
No.
I don't have to do that. It's my team.
That is basically saying if you want to be on time at 6:30 and you wear Nike cleats, you get to be here at 6:31. That's allowing them to, be a little bit more.
I totally agree.
It's breaking the rule.
But I'm not saying this kid does this.
Sure.
But I'm just happy for this kid that he gets to do that.
Yeah.
Probably got hardworking parents.
Yep.
And then
if he has siblings, that can help the siblings through school.
It's a good program he's got up there at Springfield. Mm-hmm. That's a really good program. They are competitive each year and go to the state tournaments. I mean, they go deep in the playoffs each year, and it's good. That's the whole night. Man, it's crazy.
Just imagine that's one of the youngest players for Nike to sign.
I think Jared Curtis signed a Nike deal.
He did.
Does it say what he signed for?
They're
not giving that stuff out.
I don't believe so.
The Springfield coach is a good guy too. We had him on the program last season.
Dusty.
Yes.
Wilson. Dustin Wilson.
Yeah.
Dustin Wilson. Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
He's awesome. Yeah.
Yes. Coach Wilson's good dude. Yep, he is.
It doesn't give out the financial, number, but it is confirmed that he does have a deal with Nike.
Man, all right. Well, I hope Jared Curtis has a fantastic year for Vanderbilt's sake.
Don't we all?
A fantastic year. Because it's there's a lot at stake with that young man right there. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back much more later. This is Jason Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game.
This song is in what movie, Joe, that is a love story?
Independence Day. Did you see it's coming out in November?
Oh, the biopic for Sylvester Stallone.
It's called I Play Rocky. I'm telling you, so trailers are about 2 minutes long, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. I've watched that trailer probably 30 times in the last week. And it just, I'm telling you, man, there's something special about Sylvester Stallone and that passion, that tenacity, and, you know, writing a sports movie, which I turned into the greatest love story of all time.
Right.
But they're like, hey, we're going to pay you 25 grand. He's like, no, I'm doing it. They're like, no, you're not doing it. I was like, I'm doing it. And they give him all these parameters that if he violates any, like if you flag behind a day of shooting or if you get behind budget, we're taking it away from you. He did it all and just really turned. I mean, imagine what Rocky is, right? I mean, imagine. And we all like, that's a Rocky story. I mean, it just took off. It's amazing.
It set a foundation for an entire generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you hear the guy playing Rocky, his voice? Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't. No.
Oh, he sounds and looks just like Stallone in 1975. Really? It's great to go see that.
I feel like anything Stallone touches when it comes to movies or TV shows turns to gold.
Well, the poster behind you, Victory, the movie, the soccer. I can't believe you would see it's a soccer movie.
I know. Pele's in it.
It's a great movie. I mean, it is a anytime there's a movie where the Nazis are getting their ass kicked, it's a good movie. That's a great movie.
I have to watch it, man. I got to.
What's the name of it?
Victory.
Attaboy. I'm proud of you,
Thanks,
man.
Got the size of a TV.
And there's a critical moment in that movie where it goes a different way and you're not expecting it, and you'll stand up and just scream. A good scream, like, yeah, like fired up and way to go and all that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Are you fired up?
I mean, they should play the Rocky theme before every game, right?
Which game?
In any football game.
Oh, yeah, I'd be down for that.
Just play it in the locker room.
Just get a nice emotional speech from Clark Lee and just hear that.
I meant to ask Tim about speeches.
Come on, Joe.
My coach in junior college, we went and played a team, Fork Union, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where Eddie George went.
Yep.
Testaverde, really good school. We beat the piss out of them, right? Loved it. Our coach before the game said, today, I want you to empty the tank.
Oh.
And we're like, what? He's like, empty the tank. Make this a game they talk about forever. Yep. And those just small tones were like, empty the tank. So during the game, it's like, I'm tired. Empty the tank, man. And that's how we did. And we just rolled over.
I'll say for a senior season, I know it's cliche to say this, and I know we're pressing up against the time.
No,
but
we're not.
Like
we're good.
The head coach, like any head coach in high school football that says, seniors, this is your last time. Like to your point about your speech you always put out about seniors.
Yeah.
It really does hit home, especially when you're in the moment and you feel it in the locker room when those are guys that you've been battling with for the last 4 years since freshman year. It really hits. It does.
Grew up with them.
Yeah.
I'm still friends with probably 30 guys I played high school football with. Maybe 7 or 8 from college, but 30, but you grew up together.
I mean, I don't hang out with a lot of them anymore, but I still have all their phone numbers. Like one of them today, Bryce, it's his birthday, Bryce Vickers.
Bryce, today's his birthday?
Yeah, Bryce Vickers.
Big 2'8"?
Maybe 2'9". He's a year older than me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, but he's a great player.
Let's call him on there.
No, it's not.
Happy birthday, Bryce. Who's this?
He's like, wait, what?
Nick Frazier. He's like, who?
Oh, yeah.
Nick Frazier
texted this morning.
Yeah. So I love, like, every time the Miracle speech comes on with Herb Brooks, the Kurt Russell one, I watch every time. I mean, he goes, he's like, we'll play them 10 times, 9 times out of 10, they'll beat us, but not tonight. I'm like, I'm ready to punch a cinder block, which I would not because it'd break my hand. But those are speeches that are just legendary, right? I told you the Lou Holtz speech when Arkansas was playing Oklahoma in the Orange Bowl. Oklahoma's number 1 team in the country. Arkansas is not that good, but they won the Southwest Conference. They're in the Orange Bowl, and like 6 of their top players are gone or not playing. They got suspended. So Lou Holtz goes in the locker room and says, start with you, player whatever. Why are we going to win tonight? He said, we're going to win because of this. And Lou Holtz says, by the 5th player, I knew we were going to win. They beat Oklahoma 31-6.
Odds against him, man.
Because he united everybody. It's like, all right, 1 player, yeah, we're going to miss it, but we're all here together with this. And it was amazing. I love those speeches.
Injects adrenaline into everybody.
It does. How's it going?
Great. I'm just saying it gets everybody robbed.
So we go back to the Rocky thing when he played that. We're like, yeah, man, this is really. You could do anything.
Enter Sandman, and then there's the Rocky theme. Rocky theme 9 times out of 10.
What you think is better?
That's what I'm saying. Rocky theme 9 times out of 10. Take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Enter Sandman's great.
Yeah.
But the Rock, I mean, just and the documentary, the guy that composed that, it was really like the music was slow, and then he's like, "Oh, sort of sounds like sped up." He starts playing the piano and you're like, "That's it.
This is a masterpiece."
That is the song. That is what we do. That's what you play every time, and you get it going." What's Kentucky basketball's dumb coming to the gym song?
They play now. They do Sirius because Mark Pope's a '90s guy, but their starting lineup is Bittersweet Symphony, and it's like a remix.
I like that.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I could do that. Of course, Jordan and the Bulls. By the way, Alan Parsons Project, they're in town Thursday night at Ryman.
Really?
That was the Jordan song off the bench.
It'd be pretty funny if Kentucky adopted the Kroger, when the doors open up when you walk in, it has that little beeping noise. He's like, boop, boop, welcome to Kroger. Do that for Kroger Field, and then a big old bass drop after that. It'd be pretty cool. Again, sounded better in my head, but
right.
What it is.
But Mr. Speaker, you should have dropped the gavel halfway through that little tangent.
I'm a bit preoccupied back here.
It's all right.
All right, we'll take a break. What we got coming up next there, Dr. Crane?
We have AEW wrestlers known as the Gates of Agony joining us. So we are pumped for that. It's going to be so much fun.
And a big event tomorrow night at the Pinnacle.
Correct. Wednesday
Yeah,
at the Pinnacle.
it's a fun event too.
You think one of them put you in a headlock or me in a headlock? Which one?
Probably you.
Why me? Why is it always the short guy?
Because you're handsome.
That's
all right. Back with more with these wrestlers and a fun event tomorrow night happening here in town, right on 102.5 The Game. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the Chasing Big Joe Show. Huge event taking place tomorrow night at the Pinnacle. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's AEW Dynamite Collision taking place at the Pinnacle, and it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night. It's always fun, and especially this next probably 20, 25 minutes will be fun, too, as we have special guests in our studio. We have Ricochet with his stablemates from The Demand, Bishop Khan and Toa Leona. Did I say that correct? Right? Welcome in. We're going to start off with Ricochet. Man, good afternoon to you. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great.
Welcome in the studio today. You've been in Nashville before, obviously?
Yes, I grew up not too far from here, Paducah, Kentucky, and just when I started my wrestling career, a lot of Nashville dates, a lot of just Tennessee dates in general, but Nashville was so close that it was just so easy to get to.
It's a shame you three aren't good-looking guys, right?
Hey.
I'd hate to go through world that way. My Lord. Tomorrow night, Pinnacle, you've been here before. A lot of fun. What can we expect tomorrow night with Ricochet?
You can expect an experience because I am out of this world. But no, I think just an AEW in general, it's going to be an amazing show. Like we've said earlier today, it has a lot of variety to it. I think, you get some of the best wrestling in the world, but also you get some comedy, you get lucha libre, you get just a bunch of stuff, you get hard-hitting action. So AEW brings the best. It's sort of the best wrestle, but also the whole family can find something to enjoy for sure.
I mean, we're here with Ricochet, and I mean, you got the bling everywhere. He's all over the place, folks. He's ready for it. Give us a little background to what we can expect more from you.
I think for me, it's all about style. It's all about dominance. That's why I got two of the biggest and the best with me. We're all about doing it, but we want to do it the way we want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we're the ones that make the demands, and we're the ones coming after the trios titles as soon as possible.
I mean, you're iced out from head to toe. What kind of how much does that run you? Like, what are we talking here? That is an iced out Cuban.
Magician don't tell the secrets. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
There you go.
He
He's
said,
right.
you got to ask, you can't afford it. I love that.
So true. I can't even afford McDonald's Happy Meal. That's true.
That's right. Doing that. What's it? Look, you're from Paducah, Kentucky. What started you on the road to wrestling?
Honestly, like watching The Rock and watching Stone Cold back in the day, really got me interested into it. But then it kind of just fell into my lap. A friend of a friend. We started in like a backyard, and that's where I started backyard wrestling. And then eventually that just led to little indie shows, which led to bigger shows, and it just got bigger and bigger from there.
All right, what's the craziest spot you've been recognized?
Oh man. Craziest spot? I mean,
like at a Target in Kansas City?
But yeah, I mean, but usually for somewhere we're there for a show, so a lot of people are there. But I mean, yeah, I get stopped. You go to theme parks. Honestly, even if you're just walking into Target, if you're in a local grocery, there's like somebody who watches wrestling. Honestly,
right?
And like, because it's all over the world now, especially. So there's no matter where you go now, especially nowadays, more so in like the country, it's like there's somebody who watches wrestling most likely.
Yeah. When you got recognized for the first time for wrestling, what was that like?
Honestly, it's crazy just for somebody to know you, to do something. Again, I started when I was 14 is when I started, 14, 15, with no clue, with no intentions of making it a career. Just started doing it because it fell into my lap and it was something fun to do, and it kept me off the streets. But as soon as people started really kind of recognizing you, it's kind of just so surreal. But nowadays, hey, it is what it is. I've been everywhere. I've been on TV since like 11 years now. So kind of used to it now.
When it comes to, you talk about indie wrestling along with now in AEW, I'm sure taking some bumps off of some springboarded mats along with now what is the higher technology was completely different, right? Just the transition of it all for your career.
I think with my career, it's been a slow burn. And but I wouldn't change a thing because I've been able to travel so many places,
right?
So many corners of the world that I never thought I would go. And I was doing that all before like social media was a real thing. I was doing it, in the early 2000s when I was like cutting my teeth.
Yeah.
So nowadays, I guess it would be easier to like, use it as a springboard. But mine was I was already like doing things before, and it makes me sound old, and I'm not even the old guy in the company, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it makes me sound old. But like, if I would have started later, I would have been able to use some of the newer technologies. But nowadays with AEW, hey, we everywhere, we're all over.
You don't have to do nothing. You're there to provide.
They promote for me.
Exactly. And just to add on to more what you're going to be doing tomorrow, it just seems like with wrestling and the rich history of it all, you said you're from Paducah, Kentucky. Now you have Nashville, which is also rich history from wrestling.
Yeah,
you go back to the fairground days. How cool is it to be in a market that loves wrestling this much?
It's awesome. It's honestly, especially AEW nowadays, our fans are so loyal and they're all so cool. It's like no matter where we go, we get pretty good crowds. But like you said, to be like in Nashville, obviously with the history of how deep it goes, it's always cool to be in those cities, the more legend cities. It's always an experience.
You mentioned, the Stone Cold Steve Austins of the world, the Rocks of the world that really kind of inspire you to get into wrestling. Do you remember your welcome to the wrestling moment?
Oh man,
was it a bump? Was it just a slam?
Honestly, I remember I had to be maybe 16, or I was still in high school, but I was supposed to do this one show as like a big tournament weekend. But I had already like promised we had a video game like a tournament we were doing on the side, and we actually got to the finals of this video. It was a game called Burnout. I don't know if you remember a game called Burnout.
Oh yeah.
We got to the finals, and the winners of the finals win like $500. They win a free Xbox. They win like a year's worth of Hardee's. Like so we're like, yeah, so I skipped this wrestling show, which I probably would have got like $50 to go do the video game, and we won the tournament actually. So I got the $500. We got like a year's worth of Hardy coupons. We got a free Xbox. I used the $500 to like get my first car. So it was like a big thing. And so the next time I went back to the company, I was in a tag team match against like their two top tag team guys, and they just beat me up because obviously I was going to be the one like in the match. So like they just beat me up the whole time, and I just took it because I knew what they were doing. But that was definitely like hey, welcome to the business.
We're talking the Ricochet from AEW, and I'm looking at Instagram page right now, and it's a lot of fun. Did you ever think a kid from Paducah, Kentucky would have 1 million followers on Instagram? You have 1 million followers.
Yeah. No, again, I said earlier, when I started wrestling, it was just something that fell into my lap. Even though we watched it every Monday or whenever,
right?
We watched all the time. Since I can remember even watching TV, I remember watching wrestling. And then, like you said, I just started doing it. Hey, and then it's just something that I just happened to be good at. And I happened to just travel to Mexico, and then Mexico to Europe, and then Europe, I was in Japan, and then Japan, takes me to this place and that place. And you just take everything in and you take it as it comes. And I think that's just been the best way for me. But now I've become kind of a master, as someone say. They say it's like a language that you speak, and I just become very fluent in that language.
Oh, I think it's awesome. All right, we're gonna let your stablemates get here. Ricochet, thank you.
No problem. Thank you guys.
I sent my son a picture of you guys. He's about to lose his mind. And real quick before you go, the popularity of you guys. I tell people, my son can't name 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. He's a big sports fan.
Yeah.
But he knows all of y'all like intimately. How cool is that?
That's great. It's great to know that people are out there that are still into it like I used to be into it when I was younger. And again, hopefully we can continue to just tell our stories and make you guys laugh and hate us and go through all the emotions possible. Yeah,
I love it. Ricochet, thank you, brother. All right, we'll bring over whoever wants to come next to sit in with us tomorrow. Again, this event, AEW, is over at the Pinnacle tomorrow night. We'll be over there tomorrow night as well with everything that's going on. It's a lot of fun. Ricochet, thank you. Welcome in. What's going on, my man?
Not too much. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing well, man. You excited for tomorrow night?
I am ready to beat some ass.
There you go. We're here
Start
with
by
Bishop
him,
Khan. No, not me, please.
Yeah.
God, not me. No.
Yeah.
I don't deserve it. I promise. He's the one that deserves it, not me.
I really do, right? So what's up? Ricochet was talking about the adventure, the travel. but there's a lot of work. Right? I mean, you guys just don't show up looking like this.
No, not at all. It's typically flying in the night before. Some people might do cardio that night, do the gym next day, tracking your macros, mobility, functionality, doing body work when you get home. Trying to also mentally just not lose your mind, because it's just every week is kind of a reset for me. You don't get used to traveling. It's just every day I'm just trying to survive, honestly.
Oh wow!
So how many how many days of the year are you traveling? We talking 300? We talking 250?
At least 250.
Yeah.
Flying to different towns. It sucks because there's weeks that go by. I'm like, I don't even know where I was last week.
Right.
I got to look at my tickets. I don't know where I'm going.
You mentioned macros and the food regimen. What is that like for you on a consistent basis?
Oh man, a lot of egg whites and oatmeal, rice and chicken.
It's a very strict diet
for the most part. Otherwise, I go to catering and have a bunch of cookies.
Is that the guilty pleasure?
That whatever sweets they have, I'm typically eating. I shouldn't be, but I can't help myself.
That's all right. Hey, it happens.
I got to maintain my abs.
I'm about to say, you guys have like chiseled bodies, like a statue. I don't have nothing's chiseled. I just have the T-bone steak waiting at the house. That's about it.
That sounds good.
It honestly does sound very good right now.
With that being said, all right, so talk about your partner here and what you guys, the attack of what you guys try to do every time you hit the ring.
We have been through a lot over the past couple of years. So the biggest thing, we don't take no days off. We're there to make a statement, hit people as hard as possible, make you feel, we want to hit people so hard that you feel in the first row. That's how hard we're hitting people. There's no teams like us in AEW who are jacked up, old school looking guys who can not only beat you, throw you over the top rope, top press, but we can also do flips out of the ring. This guy's more mobile and athletic than I am, but we are well-rounded athletes. We were basically NFL players running these ropes.
Yeah, Gates of Agony. Yeah. I love. Who came up with that?
I think that was like a collaboration between us two and Tony Khan.
I mean,
so we're gonna cause some agony. We're gonna hurt some people.
I love. I mean, Gates. Like I told you, Gates of Pain, Gates of Agony. Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm gonna feel.
We're gonna walk through the gates.
I'm gonna feel it. Tomorrow night, you come out. Who are we wrestling tomorrow night?
Actually, we're not sure, but whoever conglomeration, whoever wants to step up and get beat up, doesn't matter.
Now, is it gonna be a trio tomorrow night, or just gonna be you two? How's this working?
Hopefully, it's a trio. We'll come for those trios championships.
Take it down. A lot of trio. It's usually the doubles or the fours. Not a lot of trios, right? I mean, has that been a trend lately?
I think we have like the best trios division in all pro wrestling. So there's a lot of 6-man groups there.
Good. Did y'all wrestle back in November here?
I believe so.
We're all looking at her like, yeah. I know you guys were here back in.
I know Toa and I have had a match here a couple years ago. But we did do some stuff on TV last November, I believe.
So let me ask you. I want to ask you this, right? And I'll talk to him in a minute. But with you, all right. When you go out there and somebody's just giving you the, you know what, right? Yeah. And how fun is that? Because I mean, they want to kill you, not in the literal terms, but right. But you're giving it back to them. How much fun is that?
If anything, I'm just trying to pop these boys because they know how hard I'm going to hit somebody. So typically, if somebody hits me hard, I just start smiling and laughing because they know it's coming right back to you, like 100%.
Oh my gosh,
we've hit people so hard where he's hopping off the apron, he has to cover his ears because he's just hearing the sound.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do you like when you get up on the turnbuckle and do you do like the big flips in the air and all that?
I don't do that. He does that. I don't need to do. I look good. I got to keep 2 feet on the ground.
Like you say, he's managing his abs. All right, he's managing his abs.
Sure, I need to do more of that. Right, for all that. But what's it like though? I mean, with the crowd, you walk out, half the crowd's against you, half the crowd loves you. I mean, it's got to be. I'm not sure. Somebody described this. There's not a drug in the world to make you feel like you feel when you walk out.
I just got goosebumps. When we just wrestled at Arthur Ashe, 15,000 people singing a song, and you take a moment to look up at all the people. There's reasons why we can't sleep after shows. I'll try to go to sleep and have a 5 a.m. flight, but I'll just lay in bed till 3 a.m. just wired. There's nothing like that. It's insanity.
Now, where are you from?
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay, now how did you start? I mean, everybody's got their genesis of how they got there, and what was yours?
Fell in love with wrestling probably 9-10 years old. Saw the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy. Was obsessed. My mom told me that this was not a real career, so I had to go to college. I had to do grad school. I worked in a 9-to-5 cubicle for like 7 years.
Nope.
And I got to a place in my life where I was like, I'm not going to be happy if I don't chase this dream. I saw like a YouTube clip one day, and I told my girlfriend at the time, like, I got to become a pro wrestler. We ended up moving to Baltimore. I found a school, and 2 years after that, I was signed to Ring of Honor. Called my mom, like, "Hey, I made it." So
good for you. Yeah. We're talking to Bishop Khan. I had the conversation with the girlfriend. I want to be a wrestler.
I mean, she's not around anymore, so she wasn't down for the grind. So to her too. I mean, I made it.
All right. What was your first moment like I did make it. Like, was it seeing yourself on TV? Was it getting recognized at a restaurant? Or what was the moment for you like, all right, God, I made the right choice?
Other than signing my first contract, it was my old tag team partner. We debuted on Ring of Honor maybe 2019, and I saw my debut on TV like a week later at some bar that I was at. I'm like, that's me on TV. that's crazy to just see yourself.
Did you grab people and say, look, that's because I would have. I'm that shallow. I'm like, look at me on TV right there.
My friends saw me and they were trying to make it a big thing. Like, hey, stop trying to ride my coattails. Just relax.
Right. Yeah. There's a thing we use all the time is like people are jealous of where you are, but nobody's jealous of how you got there.
No.
And I got to think, Mr. Khan, you had some long, lonely nights.
Yeah. After the ex-girlfriend, it was basically 2 years of working my 9-to-5 job. After that, I'd go to wrestling training for 3 hours. After that, go to the gym for another hour and a half, sleep, and then do it all over again. I was driving an hour to work and back every single day too. So I was just locked in, and because this is all I wanted to do. I was going to prove everybody wrong. I was tired of working my job. Somehow I had my wrestling job and my real job for maybe like 2 years until they found out that I did this.
Yeah.
And I got laid off, but at that point I didn't need the job anymore.
Good for you.
Yeah.
We were talking before you guys got here about Rocky, about the inspiration for Rocky. We all have a Rocky inside of us. You got your story where you're like, nobody believed in you, but you know, if you quit, you go back to that world, which you hated, right?
Yep.
So you're not going to quit.
No, never. It's funny because I told myself this when I was like 15. I'm like, I just want to be a place in my life where I can enjoy my days. I have all this freedom. Maybe I'll be a pro wrestler one day. And then I became that. And I'm like, this is just, I didn't think it was actually going to happen.
You manifested it.
Yeah, I manifested it. It's kind of crazy to sit back and think about that. We talk about it every week. We get to fly all over the world, all over the country, perform in front of people. We're on TV. We get to do pay-per-views. Like, we're so lucky and fortunate to do this. It's the best job in the world.
Yeah, but you earned it.
Yes,
nobody,
definitely.
you didn't open an envelope like, I'm going to be there.
Definitely worked tirelessly to get here.
I love it. Hey, appreciate you. What's your other partner coming here? Again, the AEW is tomorrow night at the Pinnacle. Get your tickets. We went last November. We had a ball doing that. All right, who's next, Dr. Crane?
You have Toa coming in here. And
Toa.
I think he's ready to just beat you to a pulp.
I think Toa could launch you probably into Laverne if you wanted to.
And Laverne's a far place away. Before you start, I got to ask, what's the calorie intake?
Oh man, that's a good question. I'm probably around anywhere from 28 to 3,200, and that's like my cutting.
And that's a clean cut, yeah.
For the most part, because
egg whites and chicken breast. Is that what I'm getting at?
For the most part, because for my macros and my meal plan, my fats are pretty low. So.
Oh man,
yeah.
No avocado for him.
But that would be my only fats and stuff like that.
Ricochet and Khan were talking about the travel. You're busy. When do you find time to lift?
As soon as I land. So at least like traveling wise, one thing that I built into my schedule, because I'm on the West Coast along with Ricochet. So I take a lot of red eyes going to most of the cities we go to. So as soon as I touch down, the first thing I do is go hit the gym. My coach, shout out Chris Gorder, strength coach over at SDSU. He recommended me, he's like, after these long flights, it's better to just get your blood flushed throughout your whole body. So he has this little regimen that I do every time. So I immediately go get some cardio in, get a little bit of blood flow. Don't worry about having my intense workouts. I usually keep those for back home.
Yeah.
But when I'm on the road, man, I was like, let me just get blood flowing. Let me loosen up, getting ready.
You're going to work out today?
Oh, I already did cardio.
You did?
But we're going to get a nice little lift in later. That's going to be the fun time.
Heck yeah. All right. I mean, do y'all, the three of y'all, I can imagine you three at some gym coming in and
the
just
grown man's playground.
Creating, it is, right? Creating some chaos. I love that. All right. Where are you from?
I'm from San Jose, California. Originally grew up in Stockton as well.
And then, so your first, what was your mindset that you want to be a wrestler? What happened to you?
Yeah, so my story is pretty interesting as well. So I grew up a wrestling fan like all of us in this room. Like, just the 90s was huge for me. And it wasn't until I didn't know what to do with life after football. So I got hurt when I played at SDSU. I never got to actually play because of my injury. So I tried to figure out what's next. So I got into powerlifting. And as you can tell by my size and stature, I did pretty well. I totaled over 2,000 pounds, and my specialty was bench press. On paper, the most I've ever done was 635. And at that moment, I was chasing a 700-pound bench. But I also couldn't tie my shoes. So then I had a realization. Yeah, no, I look like a house, built like a house, but also moved like a house. That means I didn't move at all. So But then I had that realization, I was like, man, I got to do something to take care of my family, because at that point I just had my son. So then my wife just asked, she's like, why don't you do wrestling? I was like, wow, that's a really good question. I honestly never thought about it, because generally growing up watching these guys, they were superheroes.
Oh
me,
yeah,
to
right.
the point where it's like, you don't ask Superman or Spider-Man like how, and then even if you did ask Spider-Man, sorry, like how you get these powers. But you know, you just figured that's just kind of how it was. So like as a kid, I never thought I could be a wrestler, because I just thought that's how it was. So when she asked me that question, I was like, oh yeah, I can actually do that. So then I looked up, and I saw a school near me at the time in San Diego, Knox Pro train. I'm trained by Rikishi Fatu in Reno, Hawaii.
Yeah.
So, you know, shout out to them, because they got me ready for this crazy hectic business. But along the way, I had to move to San Francisco, because this is also during the pandemic era. So I would drive from SF to LA, because that's where Knox Pro was located. So I'd be making that drive all the time. So speaking on like what Khan said of like having all these people not believing in him, my wife believed in me the entire time. And I just hone in on that, because yeah, just like him, I had so many people that kind of laugh at what I did, whether it was also like, you know, my mom or dad, or like saying little things that they might not realize might have been rude, or like
those side hand comments,
you know, like we're at these little indie shows and stuff like that. And like perspective of other people, they think wrestling, they think the stadiums, this and that. So when you go to a like, you know, indie show, the perspective might be a little different. You know, right. So, and the thing is, that never deterred me, because I know how big these indie shows are. I know where it can take me, you know, and my wife had my back the entire time. So, you know, shout out to her for that. But yeah, making that drive was terrible and rough. Moving to LA to go all in, having the force to live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my wife, our son. Then we found out she's pregnant with twins. One, you know, also driving around with dogs in the car, trying to figure out, you know, how to make ends meet. Yeah. So I got real lucky when I had the opportunity to get a tryout. So, yeah.
So when you trained at Rikishi's school, what advice did he give you that you instill today?
Man, the best one, the simplest one: fly low, work hard, don't cause any issues. You know, mind your own P's and Q's. It's so simple, but I promise you 99% of the wrestling community, of the workers, do not follow that rule.
Right.
And it helped me, because y'all keep flying close to the sun, y'all get burnt out.
That's
I'll be flying nice and high, you know. So shout out Keisha for that one.
I love that. We're talking to Toa. Look, you got Ricochet, you got Khan in here with you. And I can tell by the body language, you guys get along. How important is it to find guys like that away from the ring that you love?
Man, it's huge. I mean, every time I come home, I tell my wife how lucky I am to be partnered with these guys, because this is my family away from my family, you know. So it's something that I equally care about as much as I do my family. And for me, that means a lot. And also what I'm trying to do in this business is like to be the greatest I can, you know, and to have brothers right by my side that feel the same way, you know, that aren't jealous by any means.
Right.
So I know, man, you know, we're here with Ricochet, you know, one of the greatest of all time. And like, he's used his platform to elevate us. You know, he could have positioned us to be like the background dancers. You know what I mean? No, he brought us up upstage, and, you know, it was up to me and Khan to step up, because we looked at that where it's like, all right, he ain't going to hand us anything, but he's giving us these opportunities to rise with him. And we see that. So whether it's him becoming national champion, us being tag champions, or what our number one goal is right now, which is being the trios champion, you know, we're all in it together.
I love it. And look, you get to go tomorrow night and in front of thousands at the Pinnacle. You guys do this everywhere. I was talking to Khan about this. I mean, there's no drug, right? So when you walk out there and you see thousands screaming, loving, hating, yelling, everything, that's got to be amazing.
It's surreal. It's living the dream. It's living the dream, you know, honestly. So I get excited every time.
Now, you obviously, with Ricochet and Khan, you get recognized. I asked them, but is there a weird place you get recognized? Like, don't say a steam room, but is there a place being recognized? It's like, oh, this is cool.
So I'll say this was pretty cool. My new neighbor, because I recently just purchased my first house, because AEW does amazing and pays us very handsomely. So
congrats.
Thank you so much. So that was actually something new, to where like my wife's talking to the neighbors and, you know, figuring out the kids, and, you know, she brings up what I do, and they immediately already knew who I was and everything I did. So I was like, oh, That's interesting. But they're awesome. They're great.
Can you
So,
imagine having a house and then you meet your neighbor and it's this dude? He walks out and you're like, oh my God.
my wife made sure to tell him I'm nicer, at home. Unless I'm not, then I'm exactly like I am on TV.
Now,
So,
how big are you?
I'm 6'4", anywhere from 280 to 290.
Good Lord, man.
I mean, it's impressive. I mean,
I'm like 280, but I'm not that to it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's
The key is to get to 400 pounds. So when you cut, illusion's a lot bigger. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, man.
I know what you're talking about with the whole wrestling background of like a neighbor, because I've told you guys before on the air here, my grandfather was a professional wrestler back in the day. Obviously, I was a grandkid at the time, but he'd go to the YMCA and he'd get this special treatment. There's people grabbing his bags. I'm like, what's going on here? And then, you put two and two together, like, oh, I get it. Like, this is his pastime. It makes sense. But I mean, yeah, you're going to get special treatment wherever you go because you're, like you said, superhero. You're their superhero. Like, that's what their life is. So congrats to all of y'all for that.
Yeah, it's well done. Guys, thank you again. Tomorrow night, Dynamite Collision at the Pinnacle. It's a packed house. It's a lot of fun. Go. And I love seeing you guys on TV because I was on vacation last week and I watched part of the wrestling. Was it TBS or TNT or one of them last week? I'm like, yeah, this is cool. They'll be in town next week. So you guys are, you're rock stars to a lot of people. So thank you. Ricochet, Khan, Toya, thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow night. Again, it's a Pinnacle Dynamite Collision at the Pinnacle. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more right after this. Heck yeah.
Sweet.
Appreciate you, brother. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show. Many thanks to Ricochet and Toa.
Toa. Did you break the mic again?
I did. I broke the mic again. Sorry, I'll fall back.
I believe they were Samoan as well.
Samoan.
So they're a part of the tribe.
They are a great guy. You know what? All these wrestlers are great guys. They know. They understand the game. They're cool. They've got billions of followers. I mean, it's just really cool to see. This is never going away. And I love the people like, oh, wrestling. It's as popular now as it's ever been.
It always will be. I mean, Connor, you're the biggest wrestling fan in the room right now. I mean,
yeah.
I just grew up as my grandfather being the wrestling. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Raw as War era. I love the old 90s Raw. I mean, it was great. Mick Foley, you had Sacco, you have Dude Love. Joe, you okay over there?
Yeah, my mic just kind of, I need to get some of Chase's Hims pills. My mic.
There's some blue chews in the cabinet.
My mic has kind of gone down a little bit. No, that was cool. I mean, and watch and look, it's people just think they just fell into oh, we're going to wrestle this week. I mean, that journey they were talking about, most people quit,
Well, hearing their backstories of Toa saying he went to, had to move and was in a small apartment with his pregnant girlfriend or wife at the time with their boy or girl. And then they had the twins. I mean, that's just crazy. And 2 dogs.
Two dogs.
What a family in such a small space.
But you got you know what the end game is, right? And that's where you're trying to get to. So I think it's very cool. Tom Brady gives that great speech. He's like, I'm no better than you are. I just do something that most people. I don't do one thing that most people do, and that's quit.
I think the beautiful thing about all 3 of their stories is their humble beginnings of just wanting to be in the wrestling business. Because I'll just mention it. Are you okay, buddy? You just throw me off a little bit. But anyways, no, when my grandfather came into the industry, it was just to survive. That's all it was for. It was, I'll get it, Joe. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Listen, a good radio host doesn't let chaos bug him.
Well, I get sidetracked. My obligation in life is to help, and you look like you're in struggle of need.
I'm just holding the mic because
it's like he's cutting a promo right now.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like
and cut
I'm
your
holding
promo,
the mic. I was
Joe.
like I'm with the Shondells in 1958. But they hold the mic like this. But no, I thought that was cool. Tomorrow night. Are you going tomorrow night?
I don't believe so. I have a obligation in Mount Juliet, and then followed by a soccer game.
Oh, National Seas tomorrow night, huh?
That's
Who
it.
are we playing tomorrow night?
CF Montreal.
What does CF stand for?
Club football.
Some dumb Canadian.
French, something
Canadian friends.
Some dumb Canadian thing.
friends.
I almost said another word, but I don't think we're allowed to say.
Yeah,
that.
let's not.
You see where Trump put a 50% tariff on all Canadian goods coming in the country in 30? Does that apply to them?
Maybe.
I don't know. We don't talk politics.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Mr. Speaker.
That's great.
Oh, the one where he says he could take Elvis is one of the best.
You think I could take him? You think I could take him? Could I have taken him?
He was doing the medal ceremony at the World Cup the other day, and the Spanish captain walks up. You're my favorite player. I love you.
Yeah, Rodri. Yeah,
love it, man.
And he stayed on stage just so I'm going to celebrate with them. And then Infantino's grabbed no, let them celebrate.
Yeah, right.
And they do the confetti. He's just smiling, clapping.
Did Spain have their party yesterday in Spain? I saw some video and there was millions.
They flew back
for that.
It was massive. And I think, the fans, they're happy. This is the second ever World Cup they've won. So
Are you happy that you hate England so much? Are you happy England didn't win?
100%. They only have one World Cup.
Although King Charles is pretty cool. He was in a bar. He's like, because we have a reason to drink today after England got beat.
Yeah.
He's like, we have a reason to drink today. I was like, that's good for you, man.
Love it.
Do you really love it?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I'm so happy. I just don't know how to share my expression.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Let's go to the break so you can fix my microphone. All right. Back with the main thing we all love. Celebrity birthdays is next. Right. 1025 The Game. All right, welcome back to the final segment of the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5. The game brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. We'll be out at the Omni on Thursday at Bar Lines from noon to 3. Come by and say hi. The best hotel around. Always smells so good in there. When you walk, you feel like you're important when you go to the Omni.
Yeah, it's like you're
We
walking.
feel like we're important.
Well, it's just so nice when you have
You smell good, Joe.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You smell important.
Try to.
you have like door people at the Omni, and one of them being
Patrick.
He greeted me this past Thursday and said, "Hey, what's going on?" I was like, "How's the music going?" It's great. I was like, "There's such a family-friendly environment there at the Omni. It's great."
It really is. And the way you just kind of articulate that was really special.
Yeah, almost like it was just happiness.
About how much you love the World Cup.
No, I just love the Omni. They know my lunch order. They're just great people.
Is there going to be a bounce for MLS after the World Cup?
I think there was a bit of a bounce because Nashville SC was on, primetime television on Fox, and they ended up it wasn't a bad product, but like both teams were having play like a lot of injured reserves.
Nashville was on Fox?
Mhm.
When?
This past Saturday or Friday, excuse me.
I didn't know
It
that.
was Atlanta, yeah.
I do like the ad they put out that said, "Thank you, world. We'll take it from here."
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that is pretty neat. I just wish we would have saw more of that in the middle of the World Cup, group stages and so forth.
More
Because-
of what?
More advertisement for MLS. I feel like they didn't do a good enough job for that. There was just a lot of, let's focus all on the World Cup. Well, MLS play is just at a halt right now. It's the only league across the world that is active. So the fact that you don't promote that throughout the World Cup, to me, I think is malpractice.
World Cup probably doesn't want you to do that.
Well, they're over here doing hydration breaks, and nobody wants
FIFA
that,
doesn't
do
want
they?
promoting anything else.
It's a FIFA-sanctioned league.
MLS is?
Yeah.
What about your dumb little in-season tournaments?
That one, I don't know.
Pretty dumb.
It's not sanctioned by MLS, so I'm not sure what that is.
The Champions Cup.
The League's Cup.
Leagues Cup.
Champions
Yay.
Cup's different. It's CONCACAF Champions Cup.
What
Real
did they
football
win?
starts soon. We'll be okay.
Exactly. Yes.
What did they win last year?
The U.S. Open Cup,
U.S. Open
the
Cup.
oldest domestic cup in United States.
You just made that up.
No, I'm serious.
Older than the Rayon City Fishing Cup.
Well, no, if you include the League's Cup, CONCACAF Champions Cup, all the other cups involved, like it's the oldest one.
Mike Organ's great-great-grandfather won the inaugural Rayon City Marlin Fishing Tournament in 1888.
Did he really?
When's
That's
the
the-
next city council meeting?
That's tonight,
Oh,
7 o'clock. Rayon
what's on
City.
the agenda?
A statue of Jeff Fisher. That's on.
Nice.
It's going to be approved. We're going to
Jeff
put it right in the
Fisher.
middle of the town square.
I mean, I'm just looking.
And
At,
also, there's a Chipotle trying to move in, and we're not sure yet.
we're not doing that.
We're
Yeah,
not sure.
well, you're a Moe's exclusive city, aren't you?
We are. Yeah.
Oh.
And then, but we might allow Social Cantina to expand to Rayon City.
Hey,
Mike does the minutes, so he's got everything down. that's
those
ready to go.
protein bowls, man.
They're really good. Are we ready for what day is it? And celebrity birthdays?
I think we are.
Mr. Speaker, gavel down.
All right. First on the list, we have National Lamington Day. It is.
Is that bear that everybody had? Oh, it's Paddington.
No, yeah, it's something different. This is it looks like a cake. It says those bloody, poofy, woolly biscuits are celebrated today. They're called Lamington. That's what Lord Lamington, the governor of Queensland from 1896 to 1901, supposedly called these Australian cakes.
Okay.
So there you go. National Junk Food Day,
Every day.
National Tug of War Tournament Day.
In
Take
what
a
fashion?
take a monkey
You
to
ever play
lunch
tug of
day.
war? Like with. That's not what I meant.
Gotta play
in
with a
high
couple
school,
people.
tug of war. Did you ever play tug of war like that?
Yeah, we did that.
I was never on a team that won tug of war.
Well, it-
never.
It was a summer activity for football
Yeah,
season. And also,
I've never been on a winning tug of war team.
You can play solo though.
golly. Oh, we got a big headache today. Woo. But no, Connor Newton knows about tug of war, like the field day thing for grade school.
Oh yeah, right in that pile of mud in the middle.
That's right. The rest of the list here, we have invite an alien to live with you day today. So, yesterday landing on the moon, today, whatever. All right. Legal drinking age day is today, July 21st. And National Be Someone Day, like those wrestlers that came in. They are someone.
Be someone.
Yep.
What's that song? Be someone. Be someone. Be someone.
Is that before or after tug of war?
That's during.
All right. What birthdays we got today,
All right,
Joe?
time for celebrity birthdays. Get these within two. Dr. Crane, you go first. This is a former St. Louis Cardinal reliever, the Mad Hungarian,
Yes.
Al Habrowski. How old is Al Habrowski today?
He's on the TV broadcast for the Cardinals.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a bad dude,
With
man.
Danny Wexelman. 85.
78.
77. Connor's on 1-0. Connor, how old is former LA Rams receiver Henry Ellard?
57.
62.
65. Dr. Crane, how old is she won the World Cup for us in 1999? Brandy Chastain. She took her shirt off.
Let's go 58.
63.
58 exactly.
Dang.
Mr. Speaker, David Carr, the number 1 overall pick of the 2002 NFL draft by the Houston Texans.
Brother of Derek. Let's go 48.
Derek Mason?
Which Derek Mason?
You said
Shoot.
brother of Derek.
Carr.
David Carr?
Derek Carr.
Derek Mason?
And Jimmy Carr.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carr is pretty funny.
So whose birthday are we talking here again?
David Carr.
David Carr. 54.
He's 47. So Connor gets the points. Tied at 2. Dr. Crane, how old is Tamika Catchings, former Lady Vol player?
Tamika is 41.
49.
47. Connor's up now 3-2. Connor, how old is CeCe Sabathia?
Baseball great. 60.
No, Cece's got to be 38.
46.
Oh.
Dr. Crane, how old is John Lovitz from SNL? Friend of the show, by the way.
John Lovitz is, I don't know. Let's go 49.
53.
69.
Nice.
Mr. Speaker, Josh Hartnett, the actor, was in Pearl Harbor and a bunch of other movies.
54.
59.
48. Dr. Crane, how old is singer Cat Stevens?
Cat Stevens is 61.
70.
78. All right, Mr. Speaker, how old is cartoonist Gary Trudeau from Doonesbury?
I don't know what that is.
It's a cartoon.
Okay.
You in your heyday, Joe?
67.
Was that your heyday? Cartoons?
Answer the question.
72.
78. Dr. Crane, how old is singer Emerson Hart of Tonic?
81.
No, he's younger than that. 54.
57. Mr. Speaker, singer Fitz of Fitz and the Tantrums.
In one of the most overplayed stadium anthem songs of all time. He is 38.
39.
56. Dr. Crane, how old is keyboard player Corey Cooper of Skillet?
Skillet.
You better get this one.
Let's go 52.
48.
54.
All right.
And
It's
we got
3-3.
it's 3-3. All right, we got 2 more here real quick. Mr. Speaker, how old is reggae singer Damian Marley?
Is he related to Bob?
What do you think? I mean, Marley's reggae from Jamaica, are they?
36.
Yes.
42.
48. Next one wins here. How old, Dr. Crane, is actor Justin Bartha from The Hangover? He's the one stuck on the rooftop in The Hangover.
Oh, okay. Let's go 55.
47.
48. Connor with the win at the buzzer.
Boom.
Well done, Connor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, got it done there. Dr. Crane, what'd you learn today, buddy?
I learned you need to go to the gym after a breakup. I learned, I learned that Joe Dubin loves playing with microphones. And
Who broke up, though? He said they'd go to the gym. It was a school, right? Who was it that broke up?
huh?
How did we get the breakup? Somebody broke
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Use the
Lane
analogy.
Kiffin
Yeah,
broke
yeah.
with Ole Miss, and I said, "What are you doing your breakup?" You had no idea. My man, Mr. Speaker, said immediately go to the gym.
It's fair.
Got to be there to know
It's
What's
true.
our out time? I have no idea what time it is.
right now.
Yeah.
Love you, Dr. Crane. Good job, Mr.
See you
Speaker.
tomorrow.
As always, thank you for everything. To our guys out there, our message every day. Listen, we love you. If you are struggling, if something's going on, go to therapy. Please go to therapy. Get it off your chest. But know how valuable you are, how wonderful you are, how amazing you are. After all that's gone on in your life, you're still here. That means you're pretty badass. And we love you. And know more importantly, more than anything else in this world, know how much God loves you. Our real show's up next, DVD, right here on 102.5 The Game.